up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Crazy Ant Farm. We are back. Yes, I know I said that last time, but literally this time we're back. I promise. We're back.
We're
back.
really
back.
Back to back. Man, we have a lot of stuff going on. If you are watching this on our YouTube channel, you can see new studio, new place. Oh yeah, non-stop Crazy Ant, baby. That's right.
24/7.
Can't wait.
Except for you can't see me anymore.
You can't see Sound Man for now. We're working on it. We're gonna see what we can do.
That's right. You
But-
can hear sound.
Yeah, you can hear him. You can
Yeah.
hear him. He's often
That's right.
Well,
his
just have him sit on your desk.
right.
Kind of
Yeah, let's let him sit on the desk.
Yeah, let's.
Yes, I move for that. Let's
Yes.
just have him sit on the desk and put the soundboard there too.
Oh shit! Real wood, bro. Real wood.
That's right.
But
Expensive shit.
man, we have
Dusty
so
Just
much.
put a
respects
blanket
wood.
on there and then just sit on the blanket, and then put everything else on milk crates.
Yeah,
He respects wood.
We'll figure it out.
Right.
We'll figure it out. But man, we have so much to talk about. We've been gone for like what 2 weeks. We've been playing
2 weeks.
replay episodes, but
Yeah.
man, it feels good to be back. Feels good to talk to everybody again, get everybody's
does.
opinions for shit.
Yeah.
Because like
I don't know
damn.
what's going on.
Yeah, I
You
could
don't
barely
know
find all
what's
my
going
equipment
on.
for the
Oh
show.
Oh
and
my god.
Y'all gotta clear up some stuff for me.
So
Yeah.
bunch of shit. Well, let's start off with the Disney and Fox merger. The shareholders approved of it,
Yay.
and they
Wow,
approved
that
of it
is
for $71.3 billion.
That's that Malibu money.
That's that Malibu money.
That Malibu money.
Got Coachella.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit!
Oh.
So
That's
does that mean
crazy.
we will finally get X-Men and Fantastic Four in the MCU?
That's
Oh my
correct.
God. I'm ready to see Daredevil and Wolverine.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
their
would be
take on
amazing.
Wolverine.
Well, I'm just still wondering
much
how
money
they're
is
going to do
gonna
it.
Take for Hugh Jackman to come back.
Exactly.
He keeps saying, but now
don't
you're
think so?
talking Disney.
I
money.
mean, I want to see Disney's take on him.
Yeah.
But how can you have Wolverine without
you
him?
Jackman.
You know,
Robert
it's just-
Downey Jr. wants Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman has said countless times he wants to be an Avenger. So it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be how much is
Oh,
it
my
gonna take to
goodness.
get him back.
They need to
Obviously.
change. They need to change Wolverine in the comics. Then make
yeah,
him be
it-
6'1".
It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited about it, and I
Turn him
mean,
into a sex symbol.
the whole reason it happened, obviously, is because Comcast finally got smart and bailed.
They were like, fuck that.
They realized they could not beat the mouse.
Exactly.
So
I mean, who can?
Nobody now, especially. I mean, look out. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like.
They're on top of the world.
Oh
really.
yeah, they had some tweet. I saw the tweet, and it was like, in 20 such and such, Disney buys Star Wars, and in 20 such and such, Disney buys Marvel.
Yeah.
And it said in 2018, Disney buys Fox. In 2021, Disney buys something, and then it says in buys the entire European seaboard or whatever.
Shit.
And then it says in like 2026, Lord Mickey says you're welcome, or something like.
Oh my God.
I mean, basically, it's true.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
exactly.
they are so ridiculously dominant now.
Exactly.
It's like.
I'm
And
pretty sure.
Comcast.
Access denied.
Access
Access
denied.
denied.
I'm pretty sure
And-
The Simpsons predicted this shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, they
yeah,
did.
you're
They
right.
predict
did.
everything.
They
They do
did.
predict everything.
The question now is Disney going to give up Sky?
Oh man, I don't know.
Because Sky is part of the deal with Fox.
Exactly.
And that's what Comcast wants. That's why they bailed.
Exactly.
They wanted to go after
For
Sky.
those who don't know, Sky is an international television service that people are trying to acquire.
Yeah,
And it's
Lon-
a lot of
London-based.
sports space too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the big issue though, because Disney already owns ABC, which owns ESPN.
Right.
So this is a conflict.
Yeah,
Wasn't
well, yeah,
that a problem with?
In fact, the Justice Department told Disney that in order to get the approval, which they did get the approval, they would have to not take the sports stuff, and they were fine with that. They were like,
Yeah.
we don't give a shit about the Fox sports stuff.
Well, Fox's with their provisions were they weren't going to let go of their news or their sports.
They're attempting to sell off their sports division to somebody else. Yeah, and they're keeping
Just news.
the news and their broadcast stations. I want to say it's something with their television group that they're keeping as well.
Interesting.
So, but Disney gets the whole enchilada. So
Yeah.
I mean, like,
The whole
and now here's the
enchilada.
big thing though. Like I said, will they give up Sky? Because I mean, I feel like they're gonna not. I just think because Comcast was a bitch to them,
Exactly. We're just
Disney's
gonna take
be
everything.
like, no, we're just gonna keep Sky, and
Yeah.
we're gonna make you bid until you can't bid anymore, and then we're gonna keep it.
We're going to
And-
take it and make it useless and
Yeah.
make a blank channel just
And then-
flaunt in your face.
Yeah,
Let's-
exactly.
Let's really talk about what they got, though.
What they get.
Okay, the big thing that nobody's talking about, and obviously I was talking about it too because I'm a comic book geek and
Of
I'm
course,
a big
of course.
fan, and getting the Fantastic Four and X-Men and all them back into the Marvel universe is going to be fantastic, and I'm really excited about that. But
Hell yeah.
what nobody's really talking about, and I think maybe the sweetest part of the whole deal, Disney now has 80%. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 70 or 80% ownership of Hulu.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they have Hulu now.
Exactly. So basically,
Um,
that's going to be the new streaming.
I
site.
think that's the new Disney streaming service.
like
yeah,
we keep predicting.
I mean, yeah. What are they gonna do?
Exactly.
70 or 80% ownership.
well,
of
how many
Hulu now.
subscribers do you say they have? Like
Oh
millions?
yeah,
Lots.
tens of millions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They don't even have to change
that's-
it. They don't
that's
even have to change the brand.
built in.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
built in. I mean, now all of a sudden, when this thing goes through, because it's supposed to be done by the final quarter, so by
Yeah.
the end of the year,
Yeah.
it'll officially be all official.
Hell yeah.
I mean, they're like direct competitor with Netflix now. They've got a
That's
streaming service that
crazy.
has on par with
Yeah.
subscribers. Not as
Oh,
many
my goodness.
subscribers as Netflix, but a huge chunk.
Yeah.
And it's got built-in programming. It's
Exactly.
got built-in.
And only more to come because it's going strictly towards streaming,
Yeah.
as we've seen.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
crazy.
but what's going to happen next year when all that stuff drops off of Netflix? How many people are just going to go right over to Hulu?
That's
Yeah, that's the thing.
exactly. That's the thing. I mean, like,
Or how many people are just going to keep both services?
That's what I have.
Yeah,
honestly.
I have both
I
services
I
as
have
well.
both
yeah.
services, so-
Well, the question is though is you have both services, but will Netflix be able to maintain if they keep losing stuff? Because I mean,
Well,
If
yeah,
all
if
of your
there's
shows went over to Hulu,
yeah, exactly.
where are you going to keep going? Oh, well, I already watched all the Netflix originals. I'm
Yeah.
done.
right?
Exactly. That's the thing because you just binge watch so many shows that you've seen before on television from like previous years, and then you just go to Netflix and you
Right.
can binge watch everything. But if they decide to take all of those television shows and bring them to Hulu, Netflix
Well, I mean-
becomes irrelevant.
Well, Hulu still has. They have their own original material, but
Yeah.
for the most part, Hulu has always been like where you go to watch old stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, and
That's what I've been
like,
doing lately, really.
Yeah.
watching old
Netflix, the
stuff.
only thing I thought that really set it apart from everybody else was its originals.
Exactly.
But now everybody's in the original game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's making originals. So if you take the old content from them,
Yeah.
and all they have is originals, but everybody else is doing originals too,
Mm-hmm.
then they lose that whole special niche that they had. And so, is it worth it?
Exactly. Is it worth
Is
Is
it
it
worth
worth
it?
it?
And if you attune to the YouTube channel,
Yeah, if you have checked that
Yeah.
out, that is on our YouTube channel. It's also on
That's
our
right.
website.
Yeah.
But
So, yeah.
honestly, they're on top for me, in my opinion, they're on top of the streaming game for original content. No doubt about
Oh
it.
yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
Right.
but I mean, Hulu's right there, and Prime, Amazon Prime has been making some. good
Amazon's
stuff.
been making some
Yeah,
serious
and with
moves.
some
on
theatrical releases as well.
what are there any Emmy award winning stuff on Netflix?
It's been nominated, right? I don't,
Yeah, they had the most nominees.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
history.
for like House of Cards and stuff like that.
Well, this past Emmys, they got the most.
I
They,
think
they
so,
passed
yeah.
Like-
HBO.
yeah, but like
HBO
Hulu's got like the Handmaid's Tale and
Well,
I mean,
Stranger Things didn't that get something?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Orange is the New Black.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
okay.
Oh, I got
yeah,
some
they,
new
they,
season.
I mean, I knew-
see?
yeah, they had
Original
all
content.
kinds of stuff.
I
but
just it was refreshing my memory. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
I knew
for the
that.
first time in what was it, 20 years, they knocked off HBO for
I
the
think-
most
Yeah.
nominations, Emmy nominations. Like HBO had it forever.
That's crazy.
And so like now Netflix had it, but let's not forget Netflix also missed expectations with new subscribers, both
did.
in the foreign market and the domestic market. So, and they took a nice nosedive in the
Yeah.
stock price when they missed.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see if Disney can. At this point,
I got faith in Ted. To be
I-
honest,
I
Like,
look, I love Ted Sarandos. I
Yeah.
love Reed Hastings. I
Yeah.
think they're visionaries. I'm sure they've got a plan in place, but it's going to be hard to compare unless they get some money.
Exactly.
Not saying that Netflix doesn't have money, because they
Right.
do, but they don't have Disney money.
Right.
And I mean, unless they, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Apple.
Oh man.
Just saying.
Yeah.
By the way, Apple about to pass $1 trillion. They're about to be worth $1 trillion.
insane.
The first company ever to hit $1 trillion market cap value.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
they deserve.
So
that.
if you're looking for somebody with money,
Yeah, exactly.
to
Apple.
boost something, Apple. I'm just saying.
Sorry to take it a step back. Academy Awards, they won twice, nominated
Right,
14 times. They
Nice.
have one BAFTA, and they were nominated twice.
Netflix, you're talking about?
Netflix.
Yeah.
One BAFTA film, 3 BAFTA television. Emmys for daytime is 31.
Damn.
They got 2 Golden Globes.
Nice.
They don't have any Grammys. They were nominated 4 times on the Grammys, I guess, for soundtrack.
Yeah.
Primetime Emmys is 43.
At least they got nominated.
Screen
Yeah.
Actor
Yeah.
Guild
Yeah.
Awards is
Yeah.
11.
Stranger Things is probably one
TCA
of the nominations.
Awards
That's
is
good.
2,
Mhm.
and then Critics' Choice Television Awards 7. So
There you
it's,
go. So yeah.
See, they're up
72
there.
awards
They're up
out
there.
of 432
I believe the
nominees.
point I was making about that is like there's so much more original content on Netflix. There's so much to choose from in terms of what is
Right.
critically
Agreed.
acclaimed and
Yeah.
award winning. And Hulu only has, compared to Netflix, a handful, and
Yeah.
their
Right.
biggest show has won like all kinds of Emmys.
Right,
Yeah.
but that's
Agreed.
yeah, but to counter that though, Disney's already announced, a shit ton of original programming that's going into production.
All right.
That's what we're saying. I think that Hulu is going to become Disney's streaming service, so
All
all
right.
that original content from Disney is going to be pumped onto Hulu now.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you would think, with that many subscribers, why
Exactly,
would you try
already
to start,
built in.
it's built in, exactly. So which leads to, because that was a huge story, obviously. That's the biggie. Disney now, it's like anything going through Hollywood's going to go through Disney first.
Exactly.
So, but that's causing everybody else to have to compete now. So, the next big story,
The next one.
CBS.
Oh God.
CBS.
Oh,
For
yeah.
the big. Everybody, the Redstone family wants CBS to merge again with Viacom, and Les and CBS is not for that. Les Moonves, CEO. So
He's got.
Well,
his
he's
own
in trouble right
problems.
now anyway,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
he's got
and
his own shit
I'm
going
going to
on.
go ahead and question it. I'm going to go ahead and question him and go on record and question it, because I think the timing of these allegations seems a little weird to me. Like
In the middle
right
of this
after
merger talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right after the Disney Fox shareholders agree to the merger and that goes through, Les is accused by the Redstone family basically of all this shit going down and all this kind of stuff. What better way to get rid of the one person holding up the Viacom CBS merger than to drop the Me Too hammer on
Yeah.
him and push him out the door? And now she's free and clear to like do what she wants.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest about it. If these other companies don't start merging, they have no shot against Disney.
Yeah.
None. And they all know that.
Yeah.
And he wanted no part of bringing CBS back to Viacom.
Yeah.
So, and they've been going at it for years, back and forth. They don't like each other.
So you think
They've
there
had-
was a little leakage from the
I think
Redstone side?
Yeah. Let me clarify, because
Yeah.
I don't want to get hate. comments
Exactly.
about- I'm
Hate
not saying
comments.
that. I'm not saying that the allegations
That's
aren't
leakage.
true. I have no idea.
Right.
I'm saying that the timing of the release of them
is a little-
seems to be a little
yeah.
skeptic.
Yeah.
Why now?
Yeah.
If you've known about this, which apparently they have,
Exactly.
why now?
Yeah. Well, and speaking more on the merger talks, Les Moonves and a couple of other execs are accused, which they basically did, destroyed evidence of some shit. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where is this? Somewhere down here. The Tiger Text app. Yes.
The Tiger Text app.
yeah, which is basically like Slacker. It's like a message board. You can send documents, all important shit, and everybody deleted it.
Yeah, it's it's like one of those self-deleting or
Yeah.
it only is the message is only good for so long, and
Right.
then it deletes on its own.
It's never really gone though. Check them hard drives.
Well,
Right.
and here's the
Find it.
thing though. Like like I said, they've been at war with each other for a while now, and apparently, yeah, there's been some shady shit going on to avoid the merger and to try to do get dirt on each other, whatever. And so the Redstone family is accusing Les and some executives of deleting all of this stuff when the lawsuits were brought. Because
Yeah.
apparently they're going to court in October.
Yeah.
To try to work all this out and see whether they can merge, not merge, whatever. And so she's accusing him of deleting all this stuff, and he's coming back saying that they've been deleting it ever since the leak with Paramount a couple of years ago.
Or was it
when
Sony?
Sony. It was a couple.
Oh, was it?
Actually.
Yeah.
But I think it was Sony originally, right? Where trailers got released and actual full movies got released because they were hacked
Oh,
into
yeah.
or
Yeah, that
whatever.
was the hack by Lizard Squad.
Yeah. And so security for all the studios said, get this app and start deleting all this stuff. So they're claiming, Les and the boys are claiming they've been deleting stuff ever since then because they were told to and not because he's trying to hide stuff
shit,
from the
yeah.
lawsuit. So who knows?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just like a big
I mean,
corporation that got hit with a Ponzi scheme, and then they
Yeah.
just start shredding
Yeah.
all the
Yeah, I
good
mean,
stuff
you
on
know,
the top floor.
It's never really gone though.
Ex-
Just saying.
no.
Isn't that what
They're
happened
They're
at
somewhere.
Enron? They were shredding
Yeah.
everything at the top floor. Everything
yeah.
was set up to shred.
But I mean, the reason we're talking about it is because it's the ever-changing landscape of the entertainment industry. Because
Every week, basically.
it's something is happening to where it's consolidating down to. I always liken it back to old school Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have these 5 or 4 major studios that's going to run everything,
Exactly.
and they're all clamoring now to be in that final little group of 4.
Exactly.
Like
we know
musical chairs.
It really is.
We know we have AT&T Time Warner now. So, whatever they're calling themselves now, I guess
Right.
just AT&T. But
Yeah.
so that's one. Disney's another one,
Yeah.
And now all these others are like, well, wait a minute, we got to get together. We got
Exactly.
to, figure out who's going to survive in this little system.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't merge or you're not bought up by somebody that's going to save you, then you're basically done.
Exactly.
And they all know this, so they're all trying to play the game. And then you have all the indies
Yeah.
like Netflix and like Amazon and like YouTube who are also trying to get in the game and have money.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's going to be interesting. I still
Crazy.
think you're going to see an Apple Netflix or an Amazon Apple or somewhere in there. I think you're going to see a merger to try to
Somewhere.
compete to a
Yeah.
studio, because while Amazon and Netflix and Hulu and YouTube and all of them are doing well on their own,
Right.
they're not a studio system yet,
Right.
and they're going to need money for that to
Yeah.
happen. So somebody's going to play
Yeah.
the game with Apple. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's
I
my
would love
opinion.
to see Netflix and Apple. Oh my goodness.
I think if you get
I would
Apple's
love that.
money with Reed and Ted's visionary
Dude.
process,
Oh Jesus.
look out.
Yeah.
I just want to take a moment and say that I have been a loyal Apple customer, and I've had 2 MacBooks and an iPad, and I need a new iPhone.
And just saying.
I want
Yeah,
to find
yeah,
us.
no, yeah.
So if anyone from Apple that makes decisions or can send free phones.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
Microsoft.
Tape
I've been
number
a
and-
huge Microsoft customer forever. I
Address.
have
Let's talk about
Xboxes and PCs. And
but
I even
you-
had Zunes over
You
here.
hush your filthy mouth.
That's right.
This is an Apple household.
It is an Apple household, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah, and I'm recording on your HP.
Hey.
Oh,
True.
Blasphemy.
No, it's
Traitor.
true. That's true.
I have an HP too. Macs
I
are
do, too.
crazy expensive.
Exactly.
I'd love a
Other people
MacBook,
use
but
iPads.
I
so we need to know
I
that
don't
people send the
have,
free stuff.
Exactly.
Hey, Microsoft, I love your Surface. It looks
But-
really
No
cool.
one can see you.
Amazon though, listen, and so Amazon. Remember, Amazon's got a new leader, and she's making bold moves. She's like going.
Yeah.
She eliminated a lot of the stuff that was, in favor of indies, and she's kind of going back to a regular studio
Yeah,
structure. And let's be honest about it. Amazon's got money.
Yeah.
They don't need to merge with Apple or anybody.
They're
They've
fine.
got money.
Yeah.
And their guy's the richest guy in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
By a pretty hefty chunk.
They're-
Well,
So-
do we have the little report that came
Oh.
out that the NASDAQ took a hit and all tech stock took
Yeah.
a hit from that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
saw
did.
that.
It did.
Amazon was the one that came out the most. They only went down about a point, 0.2 or something
Yeah.
like that. But everybody else took a lot. Even Google, Apple,
Yeah.
everybody took a
Oh,
hit.
yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like
It happens.
and,
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was just mentioned about
Right.
it, since we're going to be talking about worth and especially.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Amazon.
So,
Especially.
and then YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube has made now. I mean,
I
over the last.
realized, or I read an article why they changed it from YouTube Red to YouTube Premium. They didn't want to make it sound like a porn site.
Yeah.
Red.
That's literally the
Well,
reason.
and so what does that say to you? If it's YouTube Red and they were concerned about porn, then where does that tell you their focus is?
Exactly.
Family.
Foreign.
Yeah.
Because red light
I mean-
districts and red is associated in foreign countries
Yeah.
as the prostitute area
Yeah.
and the sex
that
area
why?
and the sex
I mean-
trade.
It's also associated with communism.
and,
Well-
right. So
I mean, wouldn't that be like YouTube Blue?
Putin loved red. YouTube Red. He's like, what are you
YouTube,
doing? I don't like it.
YouTube.
But no, I mean seriously though, I think everybody's concerned about that foreign market.
Yeah.
That's where they're trying to make
Yeah.
the steady push, YouTube included. So I mean, it's in. But the reason I brought up YouTube is because over the last couple months, they have made steady movement
They
for
have.
original content and original series.
I
And-
just can't they call
Interesting.
it Google TV?
Interesting.
yeah, no, very interesting,
Especially
indeed.
after Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
That's really what
I
kicked it
think
off,
that
I
was
feel
their
like.
little test.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
honestly, somebody said, "Hey, let's just throw this out here, see if it sticks," and it
Yeah.
did, and massively so. And now they're
Do a
like
shot.
full, hardcore.
Yeah, no shot.
Go. By the way, we passed by the dojo.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! I bet that was epic.
Yeah, like that was pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
That was pretty
Sweep the
awesome.
leg, Johnny.
Sweep
the leg, Johnny.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Well, it's also
Stay-
I'm thinking
stay
they were
Golden
also
Pony Boy.
shooting for family
Wait, wrong movie.
content because
Yeah,
the
that's the
big
Outsiders.
the big
Still Ralph
collapsing
Macchio,
on a
but-
lot of YouTube channels is because of certain
Stupid Johnny, man.
content
Right.
out there, like not having violence, not having cursing,
Right.
not having drug references. All those channels that have any of that were getting pulled or they're not getting revenue
Right.
just because it's not commercially viable. So they've
Yeah.
been working
Right.
on family-friendly stuff to
They
bring
have
in
been.
more commercial content and bring in more or bring back companies that have left because a
Exactly.
lot of them took off after the
And,
took off
let-
after their videos were showing up on Nazis or hate
Right.
speech.
Yeah.
Right.
that's the
I
thing.
think you're right. I mean, I think they're making a concerted effort in their original programming to try to clean that up. And let's not forget YouTube. When we say YouTube, we really mean Google.
Google.
Yeah.
Google is
I
their
just-
parent company.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why YouTube Red or YouTube Premium just can't be called Google TV.
I mean, it could be.
Maybe
Maybe
right
they
there.
just
It
wanna
would
keep
it would
simple.
be easy to differentiate from YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't want you to think you had to have like a whole new app or something like that. Maybe they wanted to keep
good
it with
point.
YouTube
Yeah.
so that people wouldn't be like, but I don't know where the
Right.
Google TV app is.
Some
So-
people are afraid of change.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And unfortunately, and
But some
like I
people
said,
also don't want to pay for YouTube.
yeah, we
the
have
thing.
been out to LA numerous times in the past year, and every time we go, it's different. The landscape literally is changing on a daily basis,
Yeah.
and like you called it, people are scared to change. And there was a great report that we read a couple weeks ago that was written talking about the anxiety and the stress
Yeah.
and the suicide numbers and how it's all kind of just gone off the charts
For everyone in the
for
industry.
everyone in the industry because of what's going on. They're like, their job is no longer secure. They don't know if their studio is going to exist the next day. They don't know if they can meet the
Exactly.
pressure. You're hired as the boy wonder, and the next day you didn't have a hit, so you're fired. And they said that
they
it's
gave
just
their
skyrocketed.
they gave their secretary a back rub or something. And
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute because
Yeah.
we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well,
with
and
that.
you never know who's going to try to take it from out from under you.
Right,
Your own shit.
exactly.
So,
So it's just for us as indie filmmakers, or even trying to just lose the indie tag and like compete, even just in entertainment in general. It's a landscape that now
Definitely.
navigating is like really interesting. I
Oh,
mean, you got to be. You gotta, well, I mean, I hate to say it, but you gotta be like Walt Disney or like, Louis B. Mayer and Thalberg back in the day, or like Ted and Reed now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be years ahead of what's going
see
on
the
right
future,
now.
be persistent.
Exactly.
Like, just do everything right.
Right. You
But
gotta
also
do
experiment.
Yeah. But also
If
take
that if that
chances.
makes
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Exactly.
keep everybody up to date. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep talking about
Exactly.
it because, if anybody, it's gonna be a fun thing to watch Disney.
Hell yeah.
Will
really
they
is.
get to the point where they're too big to fail?
That's the thing.
I mean, is it, or do they collapse like everything that normally gets that big?
I don't
Do
know,
they
man.
collapse? That's the question.
I don't know.
Or
It's
d-
always going to be like it's just going to be fragmented. You're just going to have the parks develop and the parks edition. You're going to have ABC and all that be that part and this part, and
It's-
all just kind
Yeah.
of fragment again.
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy.
Lord Mickey won't allow it.
no.
Won't
not
He'll be
allow
allowing-
a gracious and benign ruler.
well, the answer, it's going to come down to whoever
Exactly.
whoever his successor is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, because
That's
Iger's
true.
basically handing him, the world.
Is
and
he
like,
grooming
here you
anybody?
go.
Does he?
The
If he can see so much in the future for his business, surely he can see
Right.
somebody.
Somebody.
in
Yeah,
mind.
the COO that was underneath him recently quit because he was told he was not going to be the successor.
Oh damn.
And so he left.
Damn.
And everybody thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
He's an up and comer. He's been with
Shit.
Disney for a long time. He seems to be a wise guy,
Yeah.
and he was informed he was not going to be
Oh,
the
wow.
guy, and he left. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like,
I don't know that was a good move on his part.
well, do you want to be second fiddle when you've earned the first spot and then you're told you're not going to get it? I mean,
I know, but I feel like he probably should have at least seen how this stuff goes.
The merger.
yeah.
I mean,
Like
I don't know.
ride
Listen,
that wave out a little bit.
Right.
I still think. Okay,
Just
I don't
saying.
know. I don't know if the allegations are true or
I
not.
don't know.
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't
This
know.
wouldn't work if the allegations are true, but if they're not true, I still think Les Moonves just say goodbye to CBS, tell Redstone to go.
And then
You know what? And go, to, Disney.
Disney.
Go to Disney.
Oh, man.
Take over for Iger.
Oh,
You've
man.
proven yourself with a network. You've proven yourself with a streaming
Yeah.
service because CBS All Access. He's had
Exactly.
he launched it and he's been extremely. He's a guy that can come in, take the empire, and keep it rolling. That's all I'm
Exactly.
saying.
Yeah, but
Now-
if he has any accusers against
Yeah,
it,
no,
the
that's what I'm
mouth
saying.
won't
If the
lie,
allegations-
the
building
mouth
this
won't go
perfect
The
bridge,
down.
allegations
bro.
are true.
You're building it.
You're
About
not
to
coming
walk
up into the Disney empire. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Or
Or is
is
it?
Because
it?
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
James
it.
Gunn.
James
Oh,
Gunn.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we
Okay,
never
James
finished
Gunn.
talking about Les Moonves. Decades of quote unquote sexual harassment. Apparently, it was open in the industry. Some people knew about it.
Right.
6 different women so far have come forward, but there are 2 female executives from CBS who have come forward and are sticking up for Les Moonves.
Yeah, and defending him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
also news that literally just broke today, right before the podcast on Wednesday. Les Moonves was removed at USC's Board of Cinematic Art.
Yeah.
He was suspended. That's
Saw
what it
that.
was.
Yeah.
So-
Pending investigation. Right? Yeah. They're trying
and they're
to,
bringing outsourced sources for CBS and all
But you
that
know,
shit.
Right.
they say that sometimes and it doesn't really it really just means like you're out. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
like same thing with Chris Hardwick. Has
Yeah.
he gone back to anything? Has he been
No,
rehired?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
been
He is
reinstated
back?
and
Okay.
everything. Yep.
See, I told you I
Yep.
didn't know what's going on.
He's
Oh, no, that's
later on
okay.
the he's later
Yeah,
on.
yeah, we're gonna
All
talk.
right.
We're gonna
Okay.
talk. We're gonna talk.
So the reason
Okay.
we wanted to finish with Les though, and I say the whole Les move to Disney and all that,
Yeah.
or will it happen? Or
Will,
even
yeah.
if the accusations are true, maybe he does make the move to Disney anyway. Because if you guys aren't familiar with what happened with James Gunn, the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies,
Yep.
he had some rather questionable tweets.
Yeah, years
From
ago.
flat
a
out
decade
creepy
ago,
as shit. Okay, flat
when he
out.
was
Yeah.
doing like Slither and
Yeah, but they
in my
were
opinion.
like beyond disgusting
yeah.
and creepy. I
when
mean,
it
they're
involves
talking about-
children,
yeah, pedophile
Mm-mm.
stuff and like homosexual pedophile
Yeah.
stuff and like
The
just
necrophilia or
just
something.
Yeah.
necrophilia.
like
and
I
just
get
like
the horror genre, like they probably have a darker sense of humor and even comedy, but this is
it was
when it comes to
was-
children, that's fucked up.
and listen, I get that people redeem themselves. I get
Right.
that people change. I get that. I even believe him when he says he's a different person now than he was.
yeah, it was like
10
9 years ago,
9 or 10 years ago, and that he's a better human being, and that I believe his apology. I believe he's sincerely apologetic. I don't think it was just I'm apologizing because somebody brought these up. I believe him when he says he's different, and
Yeah.
I think that said. That's pretty creepy, and you're working for Disney.
Exactly.
It's
That's the
it's
he
thing.
wasn't
Disney.
working for Disney then.
No, but
No,
they
no.
did
No,
know about
but
it
you're
before.
working for Disney now.
But
I'm
before
saying-
they even brought him on, they knew about that.
yeah,
Cause-
you would think they would had to have known
Yeah,
about
Because
that.
didn't he apologize for this before? Like before this has come out again? After he took him down, didn't he say that he knew it was wrong? Like, because this is not the first time this has been brought up, right?
It's the first time it's been brought up with him. Yeah, after Disney, but no, yeah, back in the day, it was brought
Yeah.
up.
So they had to have known that he did
Yeah,
that.
sure. I mean, you
before.
can't
Yeah.
believe that a family-based company doesn't vet people before, so
Right.
somebody
Right.
knew,
Exactly.
obviously. But even even if I think Disney did the right thing, because even if he is a completely changed person, and all that kind of stuff, It's just they have an image
Yeah,
that they
exact-
have to protect, and you can't have that kind of stuff out there with and protect that image. But now apparently everybody has kind of come in defense of. Remember when we had the discussion about Roseanne? We said Disney did the right thing because
She
they
apparently
put
is sick of all
they put the right to do the right thing before profit.
Right.
Well, it would appear now. I'm just saying it would appear now
They're putting profit.
that Disney might be putting profit before the right thing because the entire cast of Guardians of the Galaxy has come out in defense of James Gunn,
Yeah.
has signed a letter
And posted
saying-
on all
posting
over
it all
social
over
media.
the place.
Oh, okay.
All kinds of people are coming out, and now the rumor is that apparently Disney is in talks to have a conversation with him about bringing him back. And I think they realized you're talking about a $500 million franchise with just Guardians of the Galaxy alone. And if the entire cast walks, the franchise is gone.
Right.
And they're looking at shit. Do we give up, another $500 million over the
Exactly.
next 2 sequels and let him stay away, or do we bring him back?
Yeah,
and
because you
have
got to think about fucking.
Well, I'm
Yeah, go for it.
I'm familiar with what this is all about and the tweets and stuff like that. It's like, but okay. Well, first of all, the Roseanne thing happened now, or,
Right. that's-
Yeah,
Right.
It's like,
yeah.
and so it was immediate.
Yeah.
Who went back
And
this is what I
found all
don't
Oh,
those,
this
yeah.
Who
is
went
what's
back
interesting.
and looked for that?
The dude that's doing that is the
Right.
same guy who said he didn't believe date rape was possible. That if someone
Right.
didn't actually
Oh,
say
shit.
no, don't do that, if they're unconscious, it's not rape.
Right.
So this is not a morally upstanding guy that's
Either,
doing this.
yeah.
He's doing this to all types of people who are
Yeah.
in the left Hollywood genre or industry. That's
Right.
what's
Tavia's got
kind of
that
messed
dirt.
up about that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right.
because it makes me mad because
So this guy did some digging and brought this
He's-
stuff up.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he's on the right and he sees everybody in Hollywood on the left, and it's a political thing. That's why he brought that up. Not because he really feels like he did something wrong,
Right.
it's because he wants a political hit
Yeah.
Right.
against somebody.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And my
know
my
that.
thing is
Yeah.
though is even if it was years ago or whatever, my concern is if Disney came out, immediately got rid of him, made the statement that
I
it's
don't
a
think
family
anyone
value
can be
company or
indicted
whatever.
for their poor sense of humor.
No.
No.
But my point is now though is that if they go back now and they walk back on that and they bring James Gunn back, Roseanne is going to come at it.
She's already coming at it.
Roseanne is going to be like, "You're going to bring him back. You need to bring me back because I didn't do anything different than what he did."
Yeah, yes, she did.
She did though.
Yes, she did.
And
She
that's the
attacked
same
somebody.
thing is
That's
that
different.
I like Jason's point that what he said was way before he worked for Disney when he was trying
Yeah.
to be funny and get noticed, and and he deleted them before and realized it was wrong before anyone had to tell him it was wrong.
Right.
He already knew that he had messed up and had deleted them
Right.
and said that it was wrong.
Right.
Roseanne did this now, and she says she was joking and that she didn't know that the person
Right.
she was talking about was black, but this just doesn't seem
Right.
very
Exactly.
viable
agree
anymore.
And my
wholeheartedly.
my thing is, people really didn't know how to use social media 9-10 years ago. You know
Exactly.
what I'm
Especially Twitter.
saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So,
also like really young too, social
Right.
media.
exactly.
Well,
We're
and
still just getting
and
into
Roseanne
like
now,
it's still
it's-
just becoming
yeah.
an adult
Yeah,
in social
exactly.
media.
Okay, and so the question is, like back then, 9-10 years ago, how many people saw those tweets?
That's the
100.
thing. Exactly.
Right.
He may have millions of followers
Now,
now, but
but-
how many people saw it back then? What did he have? How many followers did he have back
Exactly.
then? Nobody even knew who he was. His brother was probably more famous back
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
playing Kirk on Gilmore Girls,
Yeah.
than James was for anything.
Yeah.
So,
That's funny.
yeah, I mean,
Maybe they were really off color and not very funny things that he said, but I mean, for someone to be pretty much have an indictment against them for having a dark, weird sense of humor, I think that political correctness is killing humor.
well, I would agree with you there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then the next thing, because of like what you said, basically your terminology with indictment, let's swing it to Chris Hardwick.
Yes.
And be like, and again with like what's going on with Les Moonves and all that. Now with apparently after the investigation and kudos to AMC and everybody involved with all of that because they took their time. And while people jumped to conclusions, AMC did not.
yeah.
That's good.
They swiftly removed him temporarily
Right. Yeah.
conducted a thorough investigation, went hardcore into it, and found nothing, and have reinstated him to all of the things he was doing. So my thing is, and the reason, like I said, your terminology with indictment, while there are probably tons of scumbags like Harvey Weinstein, and this is a problem, and it is rapidly going on throughout the industry and many industries, like you were just talking about with FEMA, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jesus.
at what point, though, can you just now destroy somebody at the blink of an eye? What point can you just say, he did this or he did that, or, and then take them down with no...
Yeah.
I mean, because, and I think we've talked about this before, you don't want to be that company or that spokesperson or that guy that says, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Because then you're
Exactly.
the villain all
Exactly.
of a sudden. So, but you also
Well, that's what
can't
society is
be,
becoming, a society of villains and victims.
right? But you can't be, while you don't want to be that company or that person or that that doesn't believe, you also can't be the person that just believes them,
Yeah.
and ruins somebody's career or life based on something that you don't even know is true.
I think
Exactly.
it's gonna take things balancing back out. I'm
Agreed.
me, I'm a visual person. I kind of think of things in like a visual metaphor. I feel like for so long it was uneven and unbalanced, with true accounts of so many women who were taken advantage of and treated wrongly and all types of horrible things, and weren't believed for so long that when it finally busted and that came back up,
Yeah.
the other side tipped, and then it was so much that needed to be reconciled and made up for, that it got to that point where people would just be fired immediately. All you had to do was even try and even sort of imply that someone did something wrong to you in that way.
they're gone.
Then yeah, so it's just going to take a while for things to balance back out, for people to be able to give people the credit
Right.
that they're due and the investigation that's due on both sides, whether they're the victim or the accused.
Agreed.
It's just going to take time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Hey.
just so hot right now. It's
Yeah.
just so.
It is.
It's tense.
Hey, Dustin, what was that called back then when you were suspected to be a communist?
The Red Scare.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back
yeah.
then,
You're talking about
do you
back in the
remember?
60s?
Blacklisted?
Yeah,
when you were blacklisted.
Yeah, when you're blacklisted in Hollywood just because you might have known somebody's
Right.
friend of a friend
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was
wow.
a communist.
It's not
That's-
new
You could've
to
been
the
blacklisted.
industry.
That's
Wow.
just like very close to the same scenario.
Yeah, no,
where
that's a
it's
very
just-
fantastic
Yeah.
analogy, because it is kind of what's going on right now.
Yeah.
If like for anybody who happened to have known Harvey Weinstein, you're all of a sudden you're like him.
Yeah.
You must have done this to women too. It's
Right.
like, well, geez, I didn't know he was a scumbag.
Right. Well, do you
I mean,
think
you
Meryl
know,
Streep knew about it?
Yeah,
Like,
right,
I've seen all
that's-
these pictures. She knew. She knew. Like,
Right, it's
she's
like-
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to believe that she knew.
No,
Just saying.
but I mean, yeah. So it is. It's very much like that. Where
I mean,
like,
if she
if you-
knew, it's
Well,
like, what could
unfortunately-
she do about it?
Right.
Like, she was scared for her own job, just like
Right.
all the actresses he was raping knew.
Well,
or I'm sorry, he was
unfortunately,
molesting
at
or
one time
sexual
in this
assaulting.
business, there was, you were playing the game, and maybe that game has changed. So
Yeah.
and I mean, so if you can't, if you're not doing it now, then you've changed with the game.
Yeah. By the way, if y'all haven't seen it, Glow. It's a really good Netflix original.
Yeah.
There's a scene that's very relevant to this in their
Yeah,
new
yeah,
second
it's-
season that came
they're-
out,
they're
and
addressing
so
that, yeah.
that definitely is speaking to the Me Too movement in a very realistic way to show that like that really happened with people, no matter what part of the industry you're in, especially when you're kind of new to it. People took advantage of that and took
Yeah.
advantage of what was supposed to be okay. It's a really great show. Just throwing it out
I
there.
think that's good though.
Shout out.
I
Got
think
Mark
that,
Maron on the Joker movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that it should be addressed. That's how it's going to balance
Yeah.
back out, I think,
Yeah.
But you nailed it. Like I said, kudos to AMC. I think that's the way it's going to have to balance that.
Yeah.
You can take the accusation seriously.
Yeah. Separate yourself.
Temporarily
Exactly.
suspend someone, investigate, find out, and then make an informed decision.
Exactly.
And I think that's how it's gonna,
Agreed.
And people have such a short memory about things. Like, you would think that it would like ruin his reputation for the rest of his career. But I don't think so. I think people forget about things pretty fast. I mean, Martha Stewart went to prison and then came back, was like, okay, we're gonna keep baking now. And like,
Right.
I now
You
have
know?
a show with Snoop
No, that's the
Dogg.
funniest joke. That's the
It's
funniest
true.
joke. Watch these two people, Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg. One of them's a felon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Only
somebody
Martha.
to think. Which
Exactly.
one is?
Exactly.
That shit's so funny.
but yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see I mean, almost on a daily basis, though, people being
Yeah.
accused and taken down, and it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's it. It's
crazy.
scary.
Yeah,
because-
well, with all this stuff going on with Chris Hardwick, I know he had to. He was supposed to host a thing at Comic-Con and wasn't able to
Yeah,
do
he
that
wasn't
because he
able to.
wanted to step back away from the situation. But now he is back. He's going to be the guest host of America's Got Talent soon, so that's very exciting.
Yes.
He's
Cool.
getting
Was he
back
doing that? I
in
thought
rhythm.
That was, who was it before?
Tyra
Banks,
Tyra
right?
Banks.
Yeah, Tyra Banks.
He's just going to be the guest host.
Yep.
Yeah.
She might be
Nick
getting back in her
Cannon
modeling career.
Maybe.
Oh.
And he
She
was, like I
can-
said,
Tyra Banks, if you're listening, marry me right now. I will. Will you marry me? Will you marry me? You
So
have a
you're kinda
decision.
doing that
I know.
backwards.
I'm sorry.
no.
I was just so excited that we brought up Tyra Banks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, the Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers, they just signed a deal with Amazon to create a globe, quote unquote, globe spanning TV series. Now, I needed a little explanation for this. So, Dustin, what is a globe spanning TV
Globe
series?
spanning, television series.
I thought you
It's
just wanted the
multiple
definition of
locations, right?
globe.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
like,
multiple.
This is going to really piss
locations.
off the flat earthers.
yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say, like,
Yeah.
did he just reveal
They
himself
get
to be
passionate about that
Yeah,
too.
no, this is a series.
There's
that,
flat earthers all over the globe. I've read that somewhere.
Yeah.
All
They
across.
Said, they
It's
said
flat.
that. No, they said that all around the globe that there are flat earthers. We're us
From
flat
around the
earthers
world, from
or
around
the
the
globe.
world.
Yeah,
I go. Just listen to that.
Yeah,
They
think
get
about
so
it though.
bad.
A globe-spanning series. That it's think Amazing Race, but on a much grander level.
Yeah.
Talking about a series that's going to take place and be produced in a production that's literally going to be all
Is it
around
like
the
a
world.
reality TV?
Yeah, I
kind
just
thing?
want to know like the content.
I don't know. They haven't
Yeah,
really
they
released
haven't
what
released
the
anything.
So-
concept for what the
Oh.
content
So what
is
did you
going to
need
be.
Dusty to explain to you? He doesn't know what it is.
He's like,
Well,
Okay.
no, like what
Think
globe
of
span-
Anthony
yeah.
Bourdain.
Well, like,
Like,
I mean, I was thinking
or-
like the Amazing Race.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
know what content it's going to be
No,
yet.
no.
So, which will be interesting.
Around the world
Russo
in 80
brothers,
days?
It could
Type
be.
shit.
I have heard that the Russo brothers had partnered with some people about virtual reality.
Ooh.
So it
Oh.
could be one of those new virtual reality series,
Yeah.
where it's like. So that would be interesting
Yeah,
to do
hell
a
yeah.
globe-spanning virtual reality series. to
Planet
where-
Earth. you
That'd be
know.
I
really
mean, that
cool.
would be badass,
Hell yeah.
and Lord knows they're talented enough to do it.
Exactly.
So,
But what does this mean for Avengers?
what does it mean for their future
Exactly.
with Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, we talked about
Means you're gonna be
Amazon
very
making
busy.
moves.
Yeah.
Amazon is steady making moves, and this is one of them. And yeah, that's the big question. What does it mean with them moving forward with Disney?
Hell yeah.
And with Marvel, are they going to continue or are they not? I
Exactly.
mean, are they done after the next Avengers?
Oh.
By the way, did you see that got pushed up?
Did
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, the
Oh,
release
shit.
date got pushed up.
April, huh?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I guess the reshoots and post production are moving along pretty steady.
yeah,
So.
that's
uh,
If
exciting.
it comes out on my 30th birthday, that would be really cool. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
I have lots of
If you
shout outs
want
this
to,
show.
yeah.
I need a new phone. I need the Avengers to come out on my birthday.
Mr. Faggy, can you push it up to what's the date?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I
Would
guess
it be
it'd
on a
cool if it
Friday?
was the 12th or the 13th.
Yeah.
It'd be if it was the 12th, it'd be Dustin's birthday, which is a Friday.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's the
Yeah.
13th, it's a
Mine's
Saturday.
the 14th.
Yeah, it's the 14th.
Maybe the 12th. Oh,
you
it's
didn't
12th
even
then.
know.
14th.
Well, who's the 12th?
You didn't know.
Oh,
There is
my
there
bad.
is a 12th. Though.
Is there?
There is someone that's
somebody,
12.
There's somebody we know is a 12.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there.
So yours
with
the
that
14th. Well,
birthday.
never mind. That's gotta
Somebody
be
out
Saturday.
there.
Oh, well, it has to be. It has to be a
Bob.
Sunday.
Some guy named Bob.
Just have to let you know. Gosh.
No, that's a good point though. We've
Yeah.
seen it, Netflix picking away Shonda Rhimes and they're all just
Whole bunch
cherry
of people.
picking, pulling people away from wherever, So, and I would think that you're going to see a whole lot more of picking away from Disney because Disney is just like this
Huge.
behemoth, and they feel like that's the only way they can maybe start to try to
Take 'em
chink
down,
the armor
yeah.
is to get people away from them
Exactly.
somehow, So, I mean, I don't know who
It's
else
like,
are they
it's like
gonna-
Jenga. They're just trying to take the right blocks. They
Yeah.
literally want it to fall.
That said, though, there are people begging to get into
They
the
wanna-
Marvel Cinematic
Exactly.
Universe and the Disney Universe, and I want to direct a Star Wars. I want to
Exactly.
direct a Marvel film. So for everyone they're picking away, there's another one waiting to be
That's true.
begging to get in. So I
Exactly.
mean, I feel like Disney's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not worried about the mouse. at
Yeah,
all.
no, I think they're gonna be fine. Man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Hot topic. Next one. Movie Pass.
Movie.
Fucking
Sore subject.
Movie Pass.
Now
Pain-
we have been
pain in my ass.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
have
that is.
been promoting the crap out of Movie
Yeah.
Pass. We are huge fans
literally.
of the service. We are not huge fans of the management
Yeah.
of the service, the CEO and the corporate, because
So shitty.
they
Bubbles
clearly, they clearly don't have a clue. They
How
do
many
not
times have
a-
y'all
That's a good
wanted
whip.
to like represent Movie Pass and sell Movie Pass? Now you just like said the management sucks, and it's like you're never going to get Movie
Because
Pass.
we wanted to be involved.
Yeah,
I
it-
feel like we have a clear vision, and I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're just not making these moves. We don't know the logistics, obviously, but
I think you just nailed it, though. I think you used the perfect terminology there. They don't have a clear vision on how to sell the service to the people that they need to sell it to. The subscribers are on board. That's why we're paying our $10 a month.
Exactly.
We're on board for the service. We think it's who they don't have the clear vision for, who they cannot seem to sell this subscription service to, is the exhibitors and the partners to which would discount the tickets for them.
Right.
And they
You're
just
fired.
cannot get
fired.
it. And until they can do that, which apparently they can't.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to continue to fail.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, every time they continue to make a misstep, they basically punish the subscribers.
Yeah.
Like, oops, we fucked up, so you're going to pay for it. So they're up. They started off with they tried to up the price. That didn't work.
yeah.
Then they lowered it back down. Now they're upping the price again.
Yeah.
They've done this ridiculous peak pricing crap that if you go see it at a certain time, you have to pay an extra fee
Yeah.
on top of your subscription price.
Yeah.
Now they're doing the thing where you can't even see a blockbuster movie until a couple of weeks after it's out. You can't even go use your Movie Pass to see it on
Right.
when it opens.
Yeah, that happened
Um,
this previous week on Friday with Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah.
No one knew what was going on. No one knew anything about that particular situation until Monday night.
WTF?
Yeah, literally. Friday, the whole freaking system was down. No one could use it. It was barely
Yep.
working over the weekend. Only working at like Land Shark Theaters. I think that's the one that Mark Cuban is with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's insane. And like he said, they're stopping the blockbusters for 2 weeks and also something else. Yes.
Well, and
Well,
raising
can I
the
play,
price. They're
devil's
raising the
advocate?
price.
Yeah,
from
$19.95,
Yeah,
that's what
to
it was.
$14.95. So they're telling you
$14.95.
you can't see whatever movie you want. You can if you do see a movie, they're telling you when you can see it.
Right.
And you might have to pay an extra price to see it, and then beyond that, you can only see it once.
Mm-hmm.
If you loved it, you can't go see it again. Too bad, you've already seen it.
Exactly.
So they're like every time they're punishing their people who are paying them the money
Exactly.
instead of trying to figure out how to fix what they're doing wrong, which is a bad idea all the way around.
It really is.
And what J-Lo brought it up, but you know, they were given bullshit excuses over the weekend of what happened. Oh, the service isn't working. You can't check in, but we're working on the made it sound like it was a technical issue or
Like,
something.
bitch, you
It
don't have
wasn't-
money.
It wasn't it. They ran out of money.
Yeah.
And they couldn't pay the theaters for the
Exactly.
tickets. So the theaters stopped taking Movie Pass because they weren't getting paid. That's what happened over the weekend. They finally came out and admitted that and borrowed a $5 million emergency loan
Yeah.
from who knows who
Yeah.
was brave enough to give them $5 million. But
and then they just paid that back. Which,
Yeah, they just
again, we
paid-
don't know how.
yeah, where did you get that $5 million to pay the loan
Exactly.
back?
Some
But that's
guy-
what actually happened.
This guy's getting his legs broken.
Yeah. And then that's what the problem with Movie Pass is. Let's just break it down for real. They're paying full price for every ticket that they buy.
Yes.
So if you're a Movie Pass subscriber and you're going to see 4 movies a weekend, you're paying $10 a month, but Movie Pass is having to pay on average $40 a weekend for you.
Exactly.
So that's why they're losing money, because they're having to pay full price for these tickets. And that's how you survive. That's how you save it, is
Exactly.
working out a deal with the exhibitors to where
Exactly.
they don't have to pay full price for the tickets. And how do you do that? By showing the exhibitors that you're bringing more people to the theater,
Right.
which they have proven. They accounted for 15% of the total sales of tickets in this last quarter. They're driving people in massive numbers to the theater. They're increasing concession
Exactly.
sales. They're bringing friends with them that don't have Movie Pass but are still buying tickets. They've proven what they're trying to do works.
Exactly.
Now they need to sell it to the theaters, and the theaters aren't buying it because I'm just going to say it. I'm sorry, Mr. Lowe, but he has no fucking clue how to sell it to the theater. And that's the problem. It's a
Well,
great model.
What about
he doesn't
this,
know how to
though?
sell it.
On Devil's Advocate, just
Dun, dun,
playing
dun.
Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
I love
Maybe
that
the movie industry or the movie theaters are trying to shut out Movie Pass, causing them not to make a deal, forcing them to go bankrupt. So what happened to Blockbuster doesn't happen to them, where they get controlled by Movie Pass and they lose control of what they're showing or what's going on.
I think
theaters.
I think that, and they're closing Movie Pass out so they can do their own service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we've saw
And
it.
it's like,
We've seen
oh,
it,
you're going to
babies.
come in here and
AMC.
you're going to charge $10 a month.
There's
And
another
Cinemark.
one too. There's
Yeah.
another one too.
Yeah, AMC, and then there was, I can't remember what the other one is, but yeah.
you
they're
just said
comp-
Cinemark.
Cinemark has one.
Cinemark
Cinemark,
has one
yeah.
now too. Yeah, that's true.
See,
Um,
crazy.
So I mean, it's like to me, the silver lining with Movie Pass is like they're showing everyone this business model that they're going to use.
Or something similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Something
they're
similar.
charging
Yeah.
so
I
much
think-
more
I
and
think-
getting so
Thanks for
much
the idea,
less.
guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's such a great idea. I would pay $20 a month for seeing a movie every day, but like obviously the once a day. But I would like to see the movie more than once.
more than once.
$20 a
And-
month. I feel
Yeah.
like that is worth the
I
price.
think
Yeah.
they maybe just tried to do it too high when they first increased the price. What was it, almost $30 a month the first time they hiked it up? Was it like 29 something?
Yeah, 20.
So
Yeah,
I think that's a
Something
little
with so
too
many
high. I think
movies.
the
Right.
first
Yeah.
time they reached too high. I think if they had been a
Right.
little less greedy with it, I guess, and
Look-
kind of kept more of the benefits, they might have been okay.
I agree with everything that everybody has just said, and I think that along with trying to work out a deal with the exhibitors to pay less than full price for the tickets,
Right.
I'm with you. I would pay more a month. We pay 10 right now.
Yeah.
I would pay 20 if they just lost all the bullshit
All the
restrictions.
bullshit.
Let me see a movie every day. Any movie I want, any time that I want. Let me be able to reserve my seat. Because remember, right now you still have to be at the theater
Yeah.
before you can
Before you can
check
check
in.
in.
That's one of the problems too.
But why would they restrict like certain like blockbusters or something like that? It's like that everyone's going to go see even if they don't have Movie Pass. They're still getting their money. The theaters will still be getting their money.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the Movie Pass doesn't have enough money for
I know,
all those people.
those people
yeah.
to go see them at one time.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but there would be people without. Well, okay. I'm just.
Or
I mean,
have plan
yeah, I
tiers,
guess.
just like Netflix.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have
that's a good
basic
idea.
streaming, low
Right,
depth.
right.
You have HD
Right.
streaming, HD streaming with multiple views.
Right.
Just have multiple plan structures. $10 a month, you get to see movies, but you don't get to see blockbusters
Yeah, that-
immediately.
that's
or you
awesome.
don't get
Why
this.
don't y'all
Or
just-
like $20 a month, you get to see blockbusters, but you can only see one of them. $30 a month, you get to see any blockbuster, any
See?
movie,
See?
any time
Yeah.
of the
Why don't
month
y'all just
at any
text
time.
movie or not text? Sorry, tweet Movie Pass like every day and be like, "You should do this. You should do
You
this.
should do this."
You should do this.
Yeah.
Listen to us like
Well,
every
well,
day."
listen,
Like,
We've been at them a
tweet
lot
something
recently.
from,
We
like, old
have-
school with like
Because the old saying is, if you could do something well, never
Vince
do it for
Vaughn,
free.
Vince-
Exactly.
still holding.
But we have tweeted them a lot. We've also said on this very podcast numerous times. Let us know.
Exactly.
I mean, we have ideas. We are a fan of the service. We want it to survive, but you don't have a clue.
Yeah.
So get somebody who has a clue.
hey,
This group. Or
we have
somebody else,
plans.
doesn't have to be this group, but somebody who has a clue and save it because it's a good idea.
Exactly.
I like the tiered system. That's a good
Yeah, I
idea.
do too.
That's a really good idea.
Exactly.
That is a good idea.
And so many
Yeah.
companies have a tier system
Don't
of how much
punish
each
the
wants.
subscribers.
Right.
You know,
For
let
your
the
faults.
subscribers have a choice. Don't
So,
punish them.
So
like it's
hire
just-
Chris Carmen.
yeah, I mean, like seriously though, all kidding aside, I mean, we just threw around 6-7 ideas
Exactly.
that could potentially save Movie Pass.
Exactly.
And they're talking about doing this bullshit. Like, you know, and if you just look at the Twitter stream of Movie Pass,
People are pissed.
just like pissed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're not gonna save it by pissing off the people who are actually paying you money.
Yeah.
Like you're not
good
gonna
point.
do it. So
Exactly.
don't piss off the one place that's actually buttering the bread. I mean,
Exactly.
you gotta keep it. So
Exactly. Well, AMC is not pissed because they are getting all of those exit movie passers.
Yeah.
And I believe the system's only been up for like what, 5 weeks, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And they have like 175,000 subscribers
Yeah.
so far, just
Right.
because everyone loves the idea, but MoviePass, you're doing it wrong.
Right. And listen, while AMC, good for them, and AMC, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, is the largest theater chain in the country.
I believe so.
I
The
believe
problem
so.
is that they're not everywhere.
Exactly.
Movie Pass, the one great thing about Movie Pass is it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
If I'm here, I can go use it. When I'm up visiting my family in Carolina, I can use it. If I'm
Exactly.
out in California, like we did with Deadpool, we can use it. Yeah, AMC, you're limited. And there
Boy,
isn't.
I'm glad we used it in California. That bitch was like $17.
$17, yeah, for a ticket.
Yeah.
Again, the problem.
Exactly.
California
Movie
alone
Pass
is
had
making
to-
them bankrupt.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Just California.
California and New York.
Yeah.
The ticket
I was
prices in
happy to pay
California and New York.
$17 to see that movie.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
I loved it.
But-
But get ready down here. That's going to start going up. These movie theaters are doing these nice comfort seating.
You know,
Yeah.
and
what
that's
we
going to start
saw-
going. The price is going to start going up
Yeah.
because there's less seats.
You know what we saw in
$17 is worth the freaking theater we were at.
LA? Yeah, no, definitely.
was
You know what
nice.
we saw in LA? Where was it?
What?
Melrose? Might have been on Melrose, I think.
What are you talking
The
about?
single theater.
Oh.
Was
Yeah.
it Melrose? They were playing
I
Mission
think
Impossible.
so.
I want to say it was on Melrose, but yeah, a single theater. Can we just talk about it? The reason that attendance, I get initially the reason they started these big cineplexes
Right.
and these big 10 screens,
Yeah.
18 screens, is to get more and more people into the movie theater,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But I think it backfired, and
Yeah.
eventually it started making it to where people didn't want to go to
Yeah,
the theater.
just
They
so
blah,
many
blah.
people.
There's something to be said about walking in and there's only 50, 60 seats and it's a single screen and it's playing one movie. And, that's the movie going experience. The Cineplex is just like...
I want to
mean,
experience that. Sadly, I'm too young. I haven't experienced that.
I'll tell you where you can.
Where?
And,
No.
and
In
hopefully
Alabama?
they follow us on Twitter, so hopefully
Alabama?
the Crescent Theater in Alabama.
Theater.
Great old school single screen. The guy comes down, introduces the movie,
Yeah.
tells you a little bit about it. Afterwards, there's a Q&A session with it. It's fantastic.
That's
I
awesome.
went and saw.
Yeah.
Did you see the one of Autumn's things? In
No, that was at an AMC theater, oddly enough. But
No, there
There's
you go.
another-
we
what
did
did you-
see Liberal Arts.
Liberal Arts. That's what it was.
Liberal
yeah.
Arts
Yeah, no, it
with
was
Elizabeth Olsen.
and
yeah,
Zach Braff.
and Begin Again. We did see Begin Again.
There's
there.
another theater chain over in Texas, the Alamo Draft House,
Oh.
and they have
Would
a
that
couple.
be in San Antonio?
She's like, maybe. Let me think about
They're
it.
in Austin, Texas, is where they started.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Far as I know, they have very limited screens. They're multi-screen, but there are very few of them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they have more of the older school.
Yeah.
They even have like a little table, and they
Right.
serve food.
See,
at a
yeah,
theater.
I just really think that if the theater was an experience like it was,
Right.
where you could
That's the
bring the
thing.
family and it was like a special night out kind of a thing,
Yeah.
instead of this mass-produced machine that
Right.
it is now, I think you would see.
I say
you
take
know-
it one step further. Let's go real old school. Let's have an orchestra in the front.
Oh,
You gotta dress
shit.
up in pearls and
Hell
a long
yeah,
dress.
I'm
That's-
all
I mean, like
for
the dinner
that.
theater
I
one
am
that they had over
all
there
for that.
by the mall a while back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They,
Saw
Well, just
Spawn
go
there.
up
You
to
fall in love with talkies all over again.
just go back up to Pigeon Forge and go to the Dixie Stampede, and you can have a horse show and a dinner theater.
But
that's
you know
cool.
what? Though, all kidding aside, look how popular it is when they do bring them back.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, when they do a show like you were talking about with the orchestra or whatever, or dinner theater, like the murder mystery theater kind of a thing, they sell out like crazy. Or when they do a drive-in in the park, come to the drive-in in the park, people want that
Yeah.
stuff. I think they
Exactly.
like that. So if you would just lose all this, you lost the whole beauty of what cinema was
Yeah.
supposed to be. I
because
think.
money.
Yeah,
Because
Greedy.
money.
I mean,
People
Yeah.
people need to get paid. I mean, people have families. I understand, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but not
I mean, unless you
everyone gets
just
Malibu
want to go
money.
watch a
Not
movie.
everyone gets
Not
Malibu, money.
Malibu money.
Unless
Damn.
you just want to get your movie fix and you're just going to watch a movie and doesn't really matter where.
Right.
Speaking
Go to
of, did y'all
Redbox.
get to see Mission Impossible?
No.
No.
Not
Okay.
yet.
No.
I heard it was really good.
Watched 5 Mission Impossibles in a week because
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm catching up.
Kevin's a
We're
staunch-
catching up.
Yeah, he believes you should see if it's something in a series. He doesn't think it's right to go see it out of context.
Yeah, no,
Good
I
man.
agree with him.
Good man.
Kevin is a good man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good
So
man. Smart man.
I've watched 5 Mission Impossibles this week, and I did enjoy myself. And he was right; they get better as they go on. They
They
really
do.
do.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
And-
rare.
Well,
It
this
is rare.
This is the most successful one. We'll
It
get
is,
to
Yeah,
that.
it's
yeah.
This is the
supposedly
most
like the
successful one of all of
perfect
them.
Mission Impossible
And it
model.
is why I watched all 10 years worth of the MCU movies before I went to see Avengers.
I did too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I had
I have a-
seen
I have a
all of
good
them
memory.
multiple times,
Well,
I again watched
yeah.
them
Some
because
of them I had seen before, and some of them I hadn't. But it helped me discover ones I.
Well, later
know how
on, we're
much I
gonna have to
loved
find out
Ant-Man.
what's
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Later on, we have to
Ant-Man.
find out what your top 5 are of those because you missed the last
Oh, I
time.
know.
Oh yeah,
Top
but no,
five.
Ant-Man is just
Ant-Man's
hysterical.
number one, I can tell you that.
Ant-Man is hysterical. I
I-
thought they did a brilliant job.
I liked
And-
the second one, but they got a little confusing. Some of their logic. I know it's comic book world,
Of course.
but some of their logic towards the end, I don't want to spoil anything for people, was a little bit weird to me.
Well, no, because some of that logic towards the end that got a little confusing plays heavily into what's about to happen in the next Avengers movie. Stay tuned.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ant-Man, while the comedic relief of the MCU, is a huge, significant part of how everybody survives in the next one.
Hell yeah.
He's like the big player in the next one.
Okay.
So, and they kind of set that
All
up
right.
at the end. So
I'll,
they're-
I'll
Big player
suspend
and
my
a
belief and take the next
Small
one.
package.
That's right.
That's the right thing to do. Suspend
Yes.
it. Do
Yeah.
not.
Suspend it.
Don't.
Don't cut it off,
break
don't fire
bridges.
it.
Yeah. Just
Don't
suspend
Trash
it.
it forever.
Exactly.
Hey, did everybody see the new Venom trailer? Look,
I
Oh,
didn't
bad.
yet. Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
The
goodness.
Venom trailer.
Although
looked
I
badass.
really think that you know what, just make Eddie Brock British. His
Yeah, I saw
American
your-
accent
yeah,
is
yeah, I
horrible.
saw your
post.
post.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I mean, you know,
He sounds retarded.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I like Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
say that.
no,
mean,
I think
it's just like him doing. It sounds like he sounds like he's slow.
well,
It's
but I
Supposed
think
to be
the
a
movie.
Brooklyn accent. You
It's
said.
supposed to be. Well, it's supposed to be from New York.
Yeah.
I mean Eddie Brock.
But
is
look,
from
let's
New
be
York.
honest. But they finally got Venom right.
Yeah.
Venom looks
Yeah.
fantastic. The symbiote himself.
Yeah.
The way he's. I mean, it's just absolutely
I gotta
I'm
watch
brilliant.
dying to
So-
see how they're going to introduce Carnage.
And
Who's doing this? Is it just Sony or is this Sony and
it's
Sony
Marvel in association with Marvel, but it's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No,
It's
it's not even
separate.
part of the Spider-Man universe.
No.
Well, damn.
And did you guys see the first official picture released of Linda Hamilton in the new Terminator?
Yeah.
Oh, I
she's
did
back.
not. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
She looks
Sarah
even-
Connor is back.
She looks even more
butch.
butch than the second one.
Oh goodness.
It's true. She did, but I mean, at least she's back. At
Yeah.
least the actual Sarah Connor is back.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I mean, James Cameron's involved in this one. That's
He's
why.
producing
Yeah.
or writing or
Yeah, I think I want to say both.
yeah,
Nice.
not directing.
No. He's not writing. That's
Well, he's not directing it.
no. It's
Snap.
Somebody.
Snap, crackle, pop.
why can't I think?
I don't
his
know.
name's, like,
I
right
don't
there.
know. It's right
Just
there.
did the last tycoon.
It's right there.
It's not like you can just use that magical
He's
device.
gonna be a guest
and
on our show. I
use
guess
it.
I should know his name.
Shit. Oh man.
Google it. You know you want to. Don't let your pride hold you
No.
back from knowing
No,
the right
no,
answer.
just we're gonna. All right, we're gonna.
Okay, let's see. Hold
we're
on.
gonna-
Google that shit.
I'm just gonna tell you right now who it was.
Right.
Sorry, I wasn't up on it. I should have googled it.
No,
That's
you're
usually
good.
what my
You're
job
good.
is.
Anyway, while you're doing that, going back to Venom, Woody Harrelson is cast in it and is an undisclosed character. So I'm thinking,
Oh.
Carnage.
I think he's probably Cletus Cassidy.
Oh shit.
Billy Ray.
Billy
Ray.
Ray.
Billy Ray is the one writing it.
Oh, okay.
Cyrus?
No,
Don't break my
not
Make it
Billy,
break it
not,
down.
Make it hard.
not
Make
Billy
it
Ray
stop.
Cyrus.
Make it stop.
I was just at the library and I
welcome
was
to
like,
your
I
tape.
found Billy Ray
right,
Cyrus's
that's
like
right.
his book there. I was like, hey, look,
He
this
has
is
a
the
Is it
book
like
I
a
wanted to get.
leaflet?
No, it's pretty thick
Why
novel.
does he have a book?
He has a book.
Is it like the
My
anthology
daughter
of
Miley. Is it
Right.
called
Bullets
My
or
Daughter
something?
Miley?
Where I fucked up.
My, you can't see, but off cam, I'm shrugging my shoulders and
When
putting
I
my
was
hands
fucked
in the
up.
air.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So anyway.
anyway,
So
I don't know
yeah.
if you guys saw this. This shit's pretty funny to me. Walmart is collaborating with veteran TV exec Mark Greenberg on creating a streaming service.
Everybody's getting in the game.
Exactly.
Even Walmart.
Why not
That's
just the cameras
crazy.
that run
Right.
on Walmart, the security cameras?
Oh,
and we
yeah.
just watch
Just
the
make
people.
a reality show.
right.
Just
Like,
watch the people.
People of Walmart.
things you see in
the
Walmart.
TV show.
Can we talk about that for a second too? Because that's an actual like thing. They have. Have you seen this? I don't know. I
I've
think
seen
you
a
were just talking-
website. It was like
no,
things
but
you see in
they
Walmart.
have security cameras now that are supposedly recording their employees
Yeah.
to make sure that they are treating the customers properly or that, kind of a thing. But apparently they're running all the time. So as a customer, you're also being recorded.
Recorded, yeah.
Your conversations as you're walking through the
Everything, yeah.
store, like
Big brother.
all kinds of privacy issues kind of a thing going on.
Yeah.
Now it hasn't been implemented yet, but that they were approved for the technology, the patent for the technology, the cameras and the recording devices. And all Walmart would say is that they intend on using them, but they
Yeah.
haven't decided when they were going to
Yeah,
roll
they're going to use it
them
for that
out.
streaming service.
Dang. I've seen the little things that say recording in progress, but I thought they just meant like just watching you.
No,
like, I thought that was to keep
no.
you from stealing shit.
Right.
No,
Exactly.
this is
They
for
do,
the
they do a
recording,
horrible
recording.
job. 'Cause,
this is for the employees. It's supposed to be so that, like, I guess their answer to the cops wearing cameras or whatever,
yeah.
kind of to make sure that their employees are doing right by the
Sure.
customers or whatever.
Liars.
But like to even the cops, they turn them on when they're gonna go do.
Right.
They don't steady record conversations.
Right.
Like, I feel like if
Could
you're
you
walking up
imagine
through
all the
Walmart
lawsuits?
and you're having a conversation with, anything
Anybody.
private.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be watching what I say in Walmart. Now,
Exactly.
speaking in
I mean,
code.
What if you're
Yeah.
like on the phone with your financial advisor?
Well,
Right.
or-
Barrett
You
will
know.
be
Or what
arriving
about
on
this?
Thursday.
Dustin and Logan's walking through Walmart talking about the film project
Exactly.
underneath a
Yeah.
non-disclosure agreement. Then it gets recorded and heard
Right.
from someone else.
Right.
Who
Shit,
broke
don't talk about
non-disclosure?
nothing in
Who
Walmart.
illegally
Yeah,
listened
we're not
to
talking
that
about nothing.
private
Just
conversation?
Don't talk in Walmart.
Just don't talk in Walmart.
Yeah.
Learn sign language. No, they know that too.
No,
know it all.
Right.
They know it all.
But back to the streaming service. It just goes at, like, if you have money, everybody's trying to get in the game. Walmart has money, so they're trying to get in the game.
yeah, I feel like the market's going to be oversaturated at first when
Yeah.
when the actual cutting cable comes to a thing. It's going to be oversaturated.
Do you think Walmart will be successful though? You remember
No,
a few
hell
years
no.
back when they tried to start the music thing
No.
too, and it
No.
didn't work.
Walmart
it
should
didn't-
stay
it
in their
When did
lane.
that happen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
They should stay.
I don't
as
know.
maybe sell.
Amazon is taking that lane over, so they might not have a lane to be in.
That's a good point with Amazon and Amazon grocery and shit. So
Yeah,
but,
Whole Foods. They bought
Yeah.
Whole Foods.
Yeah.
So. And
I don't know.
I mean, the richest
company-
folk in the world are the Walmart family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit's crazy. They won't have an answer until early fall, definitely. But still,
They
the
got money to throw
possibility.
away, so
so
there's-
is brick and mortar dead?
I don't know.
It's dying. I mean, there's a lot of holdout people who like, I want to see the object in store
Yeah.
before I buy it. There's still a lot of people with that mentality.
Mhm.
Until it becomes vintage. Just like the theaters. Until it goes around and where people, it'll die for a little bit and then it'll come back as vintage. And
Yeah.
that's its second life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe, for a lot of things like that.
yeah.
it's gonna be. Oof.
It's really going to be interesting.
Walmart
Like we
streaming.
said, just freaking the entertainment industry is forever changing. It's always changing. So
Buy-
we don't know what's going to
Well,
happen
when
next
talking
week.
about brick and mortar, I mean, who buys clothes online? In the group here,
I bought a few
sometimes.
clothes
I
online.
bought,
yeah.
I bought some shoes.
Not a lot.
It
I-
depends
But
on what
so-
it is.
Probably a handful
if you
of
was
times.
to percentage it out, like
Some,
on a
like,
percent, how
novelty
much
shirts.
do you
Right.
spend online for clothing, and how much do you spend in store for clothing?
No,
Nah,
it's
I'd
by
rather
far
go-
way more in stores.
Yeah,
Like,
still
Ah,
same.
I'd go to
Because
stores.
sizes, man, there's no, especially
Yeah.
for women, there's no like real sizing chart. It's
There's
all,
your
it's so
there's your
different.
answer for is brick and mortar dead.
There you go.
No,
Yeah, at least
not
not
in
for
apparel.
that. I don't
At
think
least, yeah,
so.
for clothing.
Yeah.
women will not
And
let
shoes,
it die.
because shoes are the same way too. They should be all the same.
So
format.
speaking
not-
of
yeah.
speaking of making moves though and trying to be entertainment all the way around, and I find this kind of funny because we've had issues with this. Did you see now where Facebook is allowing music?
no.
Yeah. So now if you're hardcore like we do, having a
Yeah.
little fun with karaoke or whatever and saying you can hear but I don't know if you guys are familiar, but if you had music in the background before and and there was a copyrighted song, they would remove the video saying that you didn't have permission from the artist to use the song or whatever.
had a couple
Even if
problems.
you were
Isn't
just
that-
doing it or
isn't
whatever.
that for profit?
No,
Well-
I mean just in general.
Well,
saying,
so
but it
here's the
isn't
thing, though. You can fire back and say that it was
a parody.
no, not parody, but what is it where you can use so
does
much
that
of
mean
something
the Kiki challenge is going to end?
like 30 seconds of using something
yeah.
I
in
Hopefully
thought
a
it was
different
even less than that,
context?
though. I thought it was like 10 to
it is.
15
It's
seconds.
small snippets, but
But if it was like if your subject is a dog jumping around with a baby and there's music in the background, that was supposed to lie underneath. What was that content?
I don't know. I don't know.
So it can't be like a direct. I'm singing the song into the
Right,
camera
but
and
it could
post
be
it.
like
but
some
Putting
sort of
music
a thing.
to something.
Right.
Yeah, it
happens
was
to
just
be
because
just
the
in the
YouTube
scene.
heard it, the algorithm
Right.
heard
Right.
the song. They were
Yeah.
flagging it, but not
But-
removing it. Just took the moderation down.
But
Right.
now apparently Facebook has
moderation.
negotiated deals
Mhm.
with music companies and content companies to where you can now do that.
Oh.
And so they're not so my point being is that Facebook we haven't talked about Facebook, but they're also trying to come up with original content
Yeah.
and original programming and
They already
television
have
shows.
They're
like
already-
some
they're
shows
already
and
doing
shit.
it.
And so they're doing their licensing content, and
Yeah.
music is part of it. So now
Yeah.
you're allowed to do music in your video.
Hey, it's
So-
too much.
It's-
It's too much.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy,
a
man.
Facebook television
Stay in your
series.
I
lane.
can't handle it.
Who would have known? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Facebook television.
I know,
series,
right? Like what?
Stay in your lane, Mark.
I mean,
Senator.
that's what happens when you have all that money. You just have to figure out stuff to do.
Exactly.
I mean, like
Cannot compute.
it just, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, it
Speaking
really
of
is.
music, huh? They're fleeing fucking Spotify like crazy.
Dude, like yeah, all
Like,
these
I mean,
executives and all these
executives and all
creatives,
these-
that's
yeah,
crazy.
they're like leaving like
and even
And
some
going where?
artists, other places.
yeah, other places.
I forget another one.
Fair
It wasn't
use. I'm
necessarily.
sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry, fair use.
use,
That's what I was
yes,
trying to say.
yes.
It's supposed to be under the fair use law if you have something in the background that is a
Yeah.
copyrighted material, but that was just in the background of a
Right.
video. That's supposed to be under the fair use.
There
That's a
you go.
big thing that YouTube's been having a huge problem with.
Yeah.
Is because everybody assumes they own the copyright to it and they can take the video away when it's actually under the fair use law where they don't
Right.
have any legal
Right.
precedent
Right.
at all to have it.
Right. Well, maybe going back to Spotify. Remember we just talked about that new content chairman just came in, and she's gonna approach it more because she's more into video.
Right.
So maybe they don't like the way it's going, and they're leaving.
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
Maybe.
a whole bunch of shit, man.
Yeah,
Spotify,
just-
but yeah, a lot of people are leaving Spotify.
well, a lot of people are leaving Spotify, and I think that she is making moves like that because we've talked about this before too in other podcasts. I think that all of these companies are quickly realizing that they have to be a package deal.
You can't just be
Like they want to
music, you
be
have to be
completely
everything.
like, we are film, we are television,
Yeah.
we are music, we are merchandising,
So-
we are a self-contained package.
Yeah, with you saying that, what stops Spotify from becoming another streaming service? Because they're basically going to become, if they start putting video with their shit, they're basically going to become YouTube. So then YouTube becoming a streaming service. So what stops Spotify from becoming a streaming service? Or
Yeah.
like Pandora?
Exactly.
I
Shit's
think
crazy.
There's only so many different things people can pay attention to. I think
Agreed.
at some point, some things are going to fall away, and there's only so. I mean, who's going to be able to afford a Facebook, a YouTube,
Right.
a Netflix, a Hulu, everything streaming service? Who can afford all that?
And
Who can pay
that's-
attention to all
They'll
that?
just stick
Exactly.
with one for whatever they like the best, I guess. Like Pandora
Yeah.
streaming,
Right.
everything.
Right.
That's
And-
what I'm looking
But you
at.
see-
I
Right.
only have YouTube Premium and YouTube Google Music.
Yeah, see?
But you
That's
see how
both
that
in
just
one
came-
package.
Right.
See how that
exactly.
just came full circle? That just came full circle to the top of the podcast with inevitably what's going to happen is these big boys are going to swallow all
Yeah.
these little ones
Exactly,
up.
man.
And you're not going to have to worry about who can afford all these because there's literally going to be like 4 or 5
Left.
That's all that's left, and they're going to have everything, and that's who you're going to have.
Agreed.
And I mean, and that's how it's going to happen.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why
But
everybody
then
is
you
trying to
start
get.
bordering on monopolies.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's,
Yeah.
it's an endless cycle
It's yeah.
what-
And so then
what-
what
yeah.
happens? Does the Justice Department eventually come in and bust up all of them again like they did the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like I
Probably.
mean it's
and then we'll
it's an-
start all over.
Exactly. It's for the old
If you
adage,
don't know
right?
history, you're
repeats
bound to
itself.
repeat it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my
So-
goodness, shit is crazy.
But
man.
that's the way it's going.
Exactly.
If you're not
and
a
we all know how
self-contained,
people know their history these days.
they Google that shit.
Yep.
No,
That's one thing I don't understand is like everybody
don't care.
forgets about their not search industry, but their comment history
Yeah.
Right.
and their Twitter history and
Right.
their Facebook history, and they go, "Oh, I said that."
My bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah,
that's what
someone's
gets
just having a bad
a lot
day,
of people
then that
these
shit
days aren't
haunts them
clear on their
forever.
own history, let alone history in general.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh goodness, shit is crazy. But anyway, speaking of executives leaving, Kenya Barris, is that his name?
Kenya.
Kenya
Mhm.
Barris. Everybody knows who listens. I'm not good with names or pronouncing anything that I'm not familiar with.
How long did it take you to get my last name down?
Maranovich. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not to be mean, but I'm not going to try. I'm going to even be worse than
I've-
he is.
yeah,
sometimes.
it's-
Marinovich.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But anyway-
I'm Slavic.
If anyone can pronounce my name, hasn't heard it.
Kachabara.
Gotcha about it.
Kachabada. There you
But
go.
it-
Well, everyone's heard it though.
Everyone's heard it.
Anyway, Kenya.
Kenya, dude, bro. He's
Bro.
leaving ABC and possible eyes on Netflix after he's been there for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
Like another veteran.
Taking
And
Blackish and going to Netflix.
yeah.
He is?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I
He's
mean-
the creator of Blackish and he's a writer on Girls
It's
Trip.
like the new
Right.
Cosby Show.
Yeah. But they're talking about a 9-figure deal, and this is not the only company that is looking at him for a 9-figure deal. I didn't know who the other one was, but Netflix is looking at him for
Yeah, I
that
think
amount.
Netflix is going to get him, and it just goes back to what we were talking about earlier.
Swallowing 'em up.
Cherry picking away from Disney because
Exactly.
it's the only way they can chink the armor.
Is
Exactly.
I
this all
mean-
becoming basketball all of a sudden? King James is going to
Basically,
LA.
I
Like
mean,
it's
shit
like
is
this.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's like how they're gonna do it.
I
I
know.
mean, how do you defeat Disney by chinking away at the armor? Like, I mean, we're
Exactly.
just gonna keep picking them away.
Exactly.
But,
But if we
it's not gonna work.
Who do you think are going to be the big players at the end of the day? I think Apple and Netflix. I hope this happens. Apple and Netflix get together. Disney's going to be a big one. Who else is going to be?
AT&T, 'cause
AT&T.
they've already merged with Time Warner.
Time
Yeah.
Warner, yeah.
So that's three big boys right there. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And then you'll have Sony, Paramount.
Mhm.
Universal.
Sony's
Universal.
already how large is Sony?
Universal's
alone?
got
Yes,
NBC, right?
exactly.
Sony's pretty big.
Yeah.
So, and I think I think Paramount's going to be swallowed somewhere.
Yeah.
I think realistically,
Yeah.
I think Paramount will be swallowed up somewhere.
Aren't they in what they were with Viacom and CBS, weren't they?
I think
There was
so.
partnership
And-
with
yeah.
Paramount. I don't know. Let's
Um,
see.
Which is what I think Redstone is trying to do.
Right.
I think she's trying to bring all that shit back together.
Hell yeah.
And remember NBC is Universal.
Universal,
So they're already kind of a conglomerate
Yeah.
kind of a thing. So
yeah. Well, because it's weird the way everybody's approaching it, because Disney, obviously all these other big studios are already established, but then you got these people coming in from left field, like the Apples, the Netflix, the Pandora, Spotify, all these other people doing it with streaming. It's kind of like a kidney shot to
It
the
is.
other
It
studios.
is.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how everybody adapts.
I
So I love
really
it.
do think, though, if you want to see some major shit go down, I'm telling you, Apple Netflix merges, Moonves goes to Disney, then you're going to have like some serious hardcore stuff go down.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Titans.
Oh yeah, just to
Yeah.
clarify,
Like-
Paramount's owned by Viacom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been bought out a
Yeah,
long time ago.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
So-
Viacom
I,
company.
they used to be in association with CBS. I don't know if they are anymore.
Well, no, because Viacom and CBS split,
Right.
which Redstone is desperately trying to
Right,
put
yeah.
back together.
Yeah.
Because think about it, CBS, Viacom,
Right.
Paramount,
Right.
that's a competible against
Yeah.
Disney.
Right.
Separated, it's not. So,
Yeah.
and they know
'Cause
that.
Even Wikipedia has that exactly saying CBS Television Studios, a television studio and library from 2006 to 2009, known as CBS Paramount Television and previously Paramount Television.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I mean, think about it.
There it
Just-
is. Hell yeah. Well, the last industry news topic that I just saw today, and I don't know how I feel about it. Anthony Bourdain? Bourdain?
Yeah.
Yes, I got it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
CNN is going to air his final season of Parts Unknown. How do you guys feel about that?
I
I'm on the fence about it.
I
to
think
be
they
honest.
should
I
because
think they should.
a lot of people worked really hard on it. You know,
Right.
not just Anthony, but all the cast and crew that went there and the experiences that they had. And I think so.
Yeah.
I think they know well enough to do it in a respectful manner and like a way to kind of make it in his memory.
Right.
And
Definitely.
I think so.
It'll be. I want to. The
I
interesting
think it's
thing
going to be
for
kind of
me.
eerie to watch it. 'cause
That's
no
my.
one's
Yeah.
knowing that
It'll
it's
be
near the
eerie. I
end.
want to see what type of headspace he's in. I
Yeah.
want to see like
And
that.
hoping he's not
True.
going to be depressed on it.
Right.
Or,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
what
they're probably
I'm-
going to take that last episode and do a little memorial.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm
definitely.
thinking.
And then, like, kind of talk about, have everybody kind of talk
Him.
about it would be really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm
this industry,
trying to-
though, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but like, I mean, it's crazy the amount of stress
Yeah.
and anxiety.
Well,
and,
maybe they can
and
address
just
some of
stuff,
that.
the pressure.
exactly.
Yeah,
Maybe they can use it as like a or like a platform to talk about like
Right.
that and have. Of course, I know anything you air that has to do about suicide or anything like that, you have to have the numbers.
Yeah.
So I know that they'll provide outreach for people who maybe are feeling the same way. So that would be, I think, a platform for that too. But maybe they can
Right.
talk about that.
When we're recording this, People.com 3 hours ago was talking about how overworked and very fragile Demi Lovato. I'm sorry. No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not-
Lovato.
exactly.
Demi Lovato, yeah.
I got
That's
it.
a perfect situation.
She
Yeah.
on her overdose and on her struggles as a teen star, and that was just 3 hours ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Talking
it's
about that.
it's
I mean, she, I think, already had a drug problem. Anyway.
She did.
Before, yeah.
and
Yeah, but-
the thing, it's. I mean, we can speak to our own experience. The pressure to try to compete and to get stuff done and
Yeah.
and be relevant. It's tough in this industry. I mean, every day you're expected to turn. Like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You got to get it. Got to get it. Got to get it. Got to get it. And
It's fun.
I can see why it's. I can see why people are under pressure.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
it's a scary business,
Yeah.
and
So
if
all
you
that
can't,
anxiety builds up, man. It
yeah,
just go
and
to a
you-
dark place.
I mean, I think you stop competing with others and you start competing with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You get in that whole mind frame. You're not good enough. I'm not doing enough.
Right.
I can't get it. And people don't want what I'm doing, and
Right.
and you just start losing that shit.
Yeah.
And I
And
mean,
it's like I think
that's-
anything with a fan base is so much more susceptible to that in music and entertainment
Right.
and in sports.
Yeah.
It really puts a pressure on you that you can't just shred and disappear.
right.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
Ugh, shit is crazy. But yeah, hopefully they do it right. Hopefully.
I think they
everything.
will.
Yeah.
I think because of all of the outreach and support that people had for his family and other people that were close to him and all that. I think they are wise enough and compassionate enough to do it in like a thoughtful and right way. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I
Hell
have
yeah.
faith in that.
Agreed.
All right, now it
Alright.
is time. Let's get off of depressing,
Yes.
sad stuff. Now it's time for top 5 TV shows this
Yeah.
week.
Oof.
But Tavia, did you give us your top 5 Marvel movies?
I didn't think to think of those.
Oh.
I didn't know.
But Ant-Man's number 1?
I would say so. I guess I'll just go more so with Marvel characters. Is that okay?
Yeah, do you?
So I guess maybe Ant-Man,
Mm.
and then I do like Thor,
Mhm.
Spider-Man. He's cool.
Did you see the new Homecoming?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that was good. I don't know after that. Honestly, I kind of go back to the comic books after that with like the X-Men.
Nice.
I've always liked the X-Men universe.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go with that off the fly.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But this
Wolverine.
week,
But I'm
this
prepared for
week-
the TV shows.
Yes,
What kind of
this
TV shows?
favorite TV shows, and
This was tough.
it was kind of
It
tough.
is tough.
This is a
It's very
really
tough.
tough one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you consider other subgenres and stuff. I just went overall.
I know.
Yeah, I went overall. Same.
here.
I did overall.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great shows that I love, love, love.
I
But
know.
I had to pick the ones. To me, I kind of tried to pick the ones that I like never get tired of watching. I
Exact
could watch
same.
Yeah.
every day,
Right.
Same.
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally what happened. All right, ladies first.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's not really in an order, so I'll try and kind of come up with an order for now.
Okay.
I would say The Office.
That's a good
I
one.
always love The
Mhm.
Office, except for after Michael's gone. But we'll
I
just,
know. We'll just
leave it,
forget
you know what
about
I mean?
those
That-
days.
For the most part, same thing with The Walking Dead. I really, really love that one. I have mixed feelings about how it is currently, but I need to catch up to really understand my feelings. But generally, it's one of my favorite ones. I think after that would be Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Love
Nice.
Seinfeld. I could watch that every day. Then It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think one of my top favorite ones is Game of Thrones. Shit's so good.
Oh, man.
It's ridiculous.
I haven't
Wow,
even started
that's-
Game of Thrones. It's really good.
Wow, I'm not the only one.
I'm sorry.
I'm a little. I'm
No,
loving
only
it.
halfway
I don't watch
through.
it either. It's
Really?
okay.
You have to get through the first season. A lot of people mess up because they go, "Oh, I watched the first episode. It was so boring. It was just talking." It was the first episode.
Right, it's
Like
established.
if
It was
you
kind
don't,
of the first season was kind of rough to get through.
Yeah.
yeah, but if you get to the end of the end of the last episode of the first season and you don't want to know what's going on, don't want to see more, then maybe it's really not for you. But
Yeah.
I suggest at least getting through the first season.
Yeah.
'Cause it's crap.
Gotcha.
It got better
Gotcha.
as a
It
seasons
does.
went on.
Gotcha.
It really does.
Something to look into.
Anyway,
Other lady.
other lady.
Other lady. Okay. Gilmore Girls
Oh,
and Friends. I can't tell you how many times I've rewatched both of those shows.
Yeah.
Over. And
I can
over
tell you
and
how many
over.
times.
We're not going to though. This Is Us.
oh, I haven't started that one.
Oh my
I
God,
know,
baby!
I know. It's on my list. It's on my list.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Grey's Anatomy. Even though they keep steady getting rid of good characters, but we're not going to talk about that. And Parenthood.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks.
Wow, you can tell me and my kid are related.
Or like
'cause
right there.
our list is going to be
she
somewhat
just gave
similar.
Dustin's list.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
He's like,
almost.
man. Chris, you want to go? No,
He's like,
Not
He's
yet.
Not
He's
yet.
still
Not-
deciding.
Because I didn't know we were doing this. I completely forgot
Oh,
they were
shit,
doing top
you're good.
fives. I
Okay,
did not
you're
know,
good.
so I'm creating it
Jason,
right
what you
now.
got?
Well, since I didn't want to stick to genre, most of mine would have been sitcoms because I watched more of those than anything else. So
Right.
I tried to keep it. Each one has its own genre except for the last two.
Yeah.
So like reality TV would be number 5. I'm not really big on reality TV, but I've become a fan of Survivor.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
yeah,
Survivor.
Survivor's good.
So that would
It's
be
the
5.
original one.
Yeah.
The original reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I watch that, like I stream that like every once in a while, and binge watch that. Another one that I can't binge watch anymore because it's nowhere to be found is Law and Order.
Oh.
That would be number 4 for me. At number 3, there's no show, but it's just anything like that's nostalgia related, like VH1 did. I love the 70s, I love the 80s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
that
love
was
those.
awesome.
The
Those
CNN
cool.
shows, the 90s, the 80s, stuff like that. It was like any of those, a documentary type series.
Yeah, those
I
are
li-
awesome.
Yeah, I love those. 2 is a tie between Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm because they're virtually
well,
the same show.
Basically, yeah.
And number 1 is Arrested Development.
Nice.
I
That's a
can
good
watch
one.
that over and over and over and over and over again. But I mean, if we did if we come back and do like top 5 sitcoms, I mean, some of these probably won't even
Make
be
it.
number 5. on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I feel you. Are you ready?
You go.
All right. All right. With number 5, man, the first season of The Punisher. Holy shit. That was a great
Yeah.
fucking
That narrowly
show.
did not. Daredevil season 2 narrowly made it off the list.
Yeah.
So
Like-
that's gonna have to be on its
Yeah,
own list.
the ones that barely missed it were like Frasier, Cheers, Seinfeld. Oh my god, great shows. Yeah, Punisher number 5, Sons of Anarchy number 4. I love that show. They're about to come out with a spin-off of it, the Mayans. I'm really excited about that. Number 3, I got Parenthood because it was so good, so good. It was just like it was almost like looking in a mirror with me and my family. It was really good. Number 2, I have Family Guy just because I'm a huge fan of Seth MacFarlane and because I've watched this ever since I was basically like 6-7 years old. So
youngin'.
I can watch it any
Wow.
time of the day.
Simpsons were around before you were born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and number 1, Friends. I've grown up with Friends as well, so
Yeah.
thanks to my mother.
love Friends.
Love you, Mama.
Oh, your
Um,
camera just turned off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put a battery in it. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Tied for number 5, probably for me, Friends and Frasier. Both brilliant shows.
Great. Oh man.
I mean, who? Come on, who doesn't like Friends?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
We
it's-
love
it's-
Friends.
Yeah, Friends. Friends.
Again,
is
that would
classic.
be on like a sitcom
Yeah.
top 5.
Yeah. But I couldn't pick between those two, so I'm just gonna have them tied at number 5. Number 4, The Walking Dead. I
Yeah.
would definitely say The Walking Dead is one of my all-time favorite shows. Man, these are tough.
It's really hard.
And-
Yeah.
I'm the only one
yeah.
who started at number 1 with my list. All
Yeah,
y'all are
maybe,
going backwards.
maybe. Maybe.
I kind of just
Number-
throw them
just gonna
together.
be
Sorry, there's no
different.
list. Let's just
Yeah.
throw them together and like these all have great qualities that I can't make.
Number
up.
3. So tough. Number 3, I'm gonna have to go with Suits. I'm a huge fan of Suits. I think it's well written. I think it's acted well. It's for a serial drama that lasts continuously. I think it's brilliantly done. So Suits. Number 2, I'm right there with Parenthood. And I think it's a brilliant show from start to finish. The cast was phenomenal. The writing was phenomenal. I mean, it didn't get much better until
Can I make a prediction on
Until-
what number 1 is?
This Is Us.
Yeah, all right. I already have
This
some
Is Us is absolutely brilliant.
It is.
There's no better show I think ever.
Are the two related?
mean-
the two shows?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
No, but-
you made it sound like it was like.
No, but I mean, as far as caliber, I think
Oh.
they're. But I mean, honestly, This Is Us. I don't think I've ever seen anything as brilliantly done as This Is Us. I mean, all the Netflix shows are fantastic. I could put any of them on the list. I could put
Exactly.
Gilmore on the list because I love the
Stranger
dialogue
Things.
and the stuff.
Oh yeah, Stranger
Yeah.
Things.
Sports Night, freaking the Newsroom.
Yeah.
I mean, anything Sorkin did series wise, West
Parks
Wing.
and Rec. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
any of
I
those.
know,
Like,
right?
there's so many. But as far as just overall writing, directing, acting, production value, like just This Is Us, I don't think I've ever seen
It's
anything
phenomenal.
better. It is absolutely
It's
phenomenal. I mean, it is brilliantly
I got
done.
so much to catch up on that one.
Oh,
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah, it is so
I'm just
good.
not ready to cry every day. I'm
You
not
have-
ready for that.
you have
yet.
to.
You will.
You have
do
to.
a marathon.
Milo every
But
day.
Parenthood was like that.
It
I
is,
cried so
yeah.
much throughout Parenthood. I'm
Exactly.
not kidding, man. The finale of
Yeah.
Parenthood,
I
I was
was
weeping like a
bawling.
baby, man. I was like, yeah, and you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, you
From
know,
season 3
you
on,
know,
they set up what was going to
exactly.
happen, you know,
You're
and you
like,
still cried like a.
It's so sad.
And Lauren Graham.
Dude, she's
Lauren
phenomenal.
Graham is just, oh my God.
Wait, incidentally, we were talking about one point movies that made us cry and stuff like that. It's like something I discovered. Dusty mentioned about the Champ and how Ricky Schroeder was around his age. Ricky Schroeder's exactly a day younger.
Than him? Oh shit! Damn.
Same
It's
year.
my birthday.
Yeah.
Me and Rick go back, you know.
Me and
It's
Rick go
like-
back.
it's like, yeah.
Back to
So
them,
they were actually the same age when that movie
back
was
to
on.
them 30s and 40s.
Both
What?
dealing
What?
with, I guess, the
What?
same
What?
thing. Virtually.
That's funny.
Anyway, that was just a fun fact.
Thank you.
Did you know the Champ was a remake?
Yeah, I know. Was it Buster Keaton or something?
Jackie Cooper. I
Jackie-
thought.
Jackie
yeah.
Cooper, yeah.
Jackie
Baby,
Cooper.
careful, Logan. Now he's right by where you sleep.
I know. He's like, I know where you sleep.
Keep an eye open, motherfucker.
Just like, in the shower, start flushing the fucking toilet and shit. Like, oh my goodness.
Look at you, 2 different songs. Watch.
Yeah, like that's funny.
My favorite movie was Psycho.
So about you, Salman, you got any?
Yes, I have a few. Oddball off the bat would be the Red Green Show. I don't know if any of y'all know this show.
Nope.
It was
No.
produced in Canada, came down here from PBS, and it's
nice.
about the glories of duct tape.
The glories of duct tape.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a show about this guy up there and called Possum Lodge. It's a skit show from Canada. It was really a lot of fun, and
That's
I'm
awesome.
a huge fan of it just because I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together.
Mhm.
It's all about duct tape and more like manly and stuff like that.
And isn't it really all about duct tape?
It is.
I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like
It
the
is.
Skyscraper.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, watch
if you
it.
love
It's-
duct tape,
It's
make
going to
sure
be
go
picked
see
up by the
Skyscraper.
Walmart streaming service.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh my goodness.
Then it's Supernatural because
Yeah.
Yes.
great, great music,
Oh.
way too funny and great.
Supernatural is brilliant.
On animation, I had to do 3. It's like almost a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
2 of them are Japanese, and 1 is American, which is The Simpsons.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Even now, everybody's like, "Oh, it's so much crappier now." It's still decent.
I
It's
love
still
it.
something fun to
I'll
watch.
still watch it. Yeah.
It's
Even
got an
today.
epic run too, and nothing
Yeah.
else has been on the air as long as it has.
30
No.
some years. 30?
Yeah.
And it predicts the future.
It does predict
Yeah.
the
And it
future.
predicts the
Matt
future.
Groening is psychic.
It's really crazy.
The other one would be Fully Cooley, just because I love the band that was behind that. I
Yeah.
love that they just amped it back up and came back out with some more episodes,
That's
which is awesome.
Hell yeah.
And another one that got I felt got ripped off was this Dot Hack, which is you'll see another version of it like Sword Art Online.
Mhm.
Is it 2? I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
It's I felt I felt let down.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of Parts Unknown, Anthony Bourdain show. That was an
Yes.
awesome show.
It's a great show.
I felt he was more real than a lot of other cooking shows. So I love seeing the food and him talking about the culture that the spot he was in.
Right.
And even he was going to some places that he was in Syria while the war was going on. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
oh crap.
That's insane.
The top two, or I should say top one, which is actually two of them, Blacklist and Stranger Things.
Oh,
yeah.
right
Yeah.
there.
Blacklist, man.
Blacklist is a good show.
really good. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
a really
a
good
really
show.
good show.
I mean, Spader, man.
Yeah.
It's just James Spader and just how he's holding himself and being like
yeah.
that.
I mean, come on.
I mean,
The
I
guy
wanna go
rocks a
back and
fedora,
watch-
Does he not?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. I just want to watch Boston Legal because of James Spader and
Hell yeah.
Kurt.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And Stranger Things. Oh,
Such a good show.
You don't even have to say anything. Just
Yeah,
Stranger
just-
Things.
Stranger
We just
Things.
we all
Stranger
understand.
Things.
it relaunched someone's career who was falling down, and now it's a launching pad for all these kids. And
And 80 stars.
Want to know
Yeah.
for you
Stars.
too the soundtrack. I know
oh,
that's probably a big
soundtrack
part
is
of
really
it.
big about it too.
Phenomenal.
That's
Yeah.
why.
It's
Oh my
cool.
goodness.
It's
You can tell there's
What?
like three things in this on my own list. It's just about the soundtrack: Supernatural, Fully Cooley, and Stranger Things. They're just about
Yeah.
Yeah.
soundtrack alone. Sorry.
So, word of the day, Sound Man.
Word of the day is Fixer.
Fixer.
Uh-oh.
Fixer on a movie set. Oh, what happened? Okay. Someone who provides logistical support, facility, whatever, needing to relating to permits, customer location, talent, crew, equipment, accommodations, and transportation for filmmaking, whom wish to conduct film abroad. The term is apparently a wink at the colloquial term fixer, being a person who makes arranges things for other people, especially of illicit or devious kind.
Oh.
Nice. We fixing to get a
Wink,
fixer.
wink.
Interesting.
Like, okay.
Alright, so
Interesting.
time for,
Good word of the day.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, technically, Soundman also, like back here, would be a fixer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where stuff is and
Yeah.
people are selling stuff.
Exactly.
And
True.
then,
You see the
over
layout.
here, how
You
to
see
how
the
to get
layout.
logistical support in a location
Mhm.
and who to contact of that support.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Box
Hell yeah.
office.
Box office. Okay, I like that.
What the
My
fuck?
own intro
What
for
the
J Lo. Okay, I like that. I like that. Movies.
I've been
coming out.
working.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's doing thing.
I just need to get you a terminal over there and a hookup to over here so that
I found a voice.
it's a lot. I need to just hook your phone into the
I'll do a
board.
different one every time.
That's fine. Whatever.
I just need to
But
find
my
a way to
head
hook
just
your
grew
phone right
so
into
big.
the board for you.
Like, it's wow. I'm loving life. Loving life. But anyway, movies coming out this week.
But what do you do?
But what do? I do everything, bro. I do not want to
You're
go
hurting my
there.
You're hurting my feelings.
Yep, Tavia
Aw.
knows. She knows. Okay. Anyway,
Anyway.
Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin is
Yes.
coming out this week. I'm really excited about this one, but we have to wait 2 weeks to go see it with MoviePass. But guess
Wah,
what,
wah,
bitch?
wah.
You're gonna pay for it in cash. All right.
Just go on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Matinee
No,
price.
Tuesday.
It's like
all day.
$5 or some shit.
Yeah.
The Spy Who Dumped Me, the new one with what's her face?
Mila Kunis?
Mila
And
Kunis?
Kristen Wiig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one looks funny.
Is she? in
No,
that?
it's not.
No,
it's,
not
it's,
Kristen
The
Wiig.
other
It's,
Kate
girl
McKinnon.
goes-
Yeah, yeah.
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 And The Darkest Minds, who looks like another mutant type thing.
Oh.
Producers of Stranger Things actually worked on this one.
Interesting.
Yeah. And movies that are still out that are worth going to see: Mission Impossible Fallout, can't go see with MoviePass. Mamma Mia, here we go again. And Equalizer 2.
James.
Lily James,
Lily
boy,
James.
she stole the movie. I
Oh my
love Lily James.
Gosh, Lily James.
That's
Okay.
all what was to talk about. That was all
Marry
my girlfriend
me,
was
Lily
talking about.
James.
Was
I
all
would
about how
say-
she got to
Lily
see
James.
Mamma Mia. I was like, okay.
Oh my
What is-
God!
what have I seen
Lily-
her in?
I will put the glass slipper on you, Lily James. I will
Yeah.
put the
Oh,
glass
Lily
slipper on you.
James. Lily James.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Who was that?
Yeah, Baby
Shit.
Driver,
She's phenomenal.
Cinderella.
She was a Baby Driver?
She's yeah.
She's like the
The waitress.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
She's
Okay.
She is unbelievably beautiful.
Yes.
An amazingly talented actress.
She
This is
nailed
all
that
I've
role.
heard
She
the two of
nailed
them
the
talk
role.
about for
Like-
two
That
weeks.
role was
She-
for her. I think
I
she
mean,
did it barely.
she
She stole
just-
it more than Amanda?
Oh yeah.
You might know her from
I,
such movies as Cinderella,
I want to marry Amanda Seyfried.
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, Baby Driver.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Burnt?
who I want.
Baby
Burnt.
Driver was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Burnt was fantastic. Have you guys seen Burnt?
No.
With Bradley Cooper? It's about chef, really,
shit.
and he based it loosely on Bourdain. But
Yeah.
it's brilliant. Yeah, he's like one of these
Bourdain.
like who was a bad boy, badass chef,
Yeah. I
don't
and then
think I
got
recognize
fired,
him.
lost his restaurant and stuff. He's trying to make a comeback, but he's like, it's a badass
shit.
movie. Yeah, you should really. It's good.
I think I've seen the trailer for that actually.
Yeah.
Speaking
So
of it.
anyway,
But number one, I think will be Christopher Robin with
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I think so.
30 to 35 million. Number two, I think will be Mission Impossible Fallout because everyone is really enjoying this movie and they say it's the best one yet. So I believe that's gonna get like
Well, it's the
25
most
million.
successful one.
What's
yet.
up
Yeah.
with this voice going on?
I
over
don't
here?
know. Just
It's
let it
going on like
ride.
this,
Just let it ride.
And then gonna
Because it
ride
gave
it
his own-
in. and
'cause it gave me an
ride it
intro.
long
You
and
gave me an
hard.
intro, bro, so I got my own thing going on. It's like it's like old 70s radio.
Yeah, is it?
Before
Well,
you
anyway,
like,
it-
yeah. All
Coming
right,
up
number,
in a
number
world.
3, we
on
got
the Wolf Gang Wolf Hour. Woo woo.
number 3, we got The Spy Who Dumped Me with Mila Kunis
In a world.
with
You
like
have names.
with like
Where?
15 million. And number 4, The Darkest Minds with like 10 million. And number 5, Mamma Mia, Here I Go Again
Oh.
with 10 million.
Yeah.
So, if anyone was distracted by any of that, number 1, Christopher Robin with 30 million to 35 million. Number 2, with Mission Impossible, 25 million. Number 3, The Spy Who Dumped Me, 15 million. Number 4, The Darkest Minds, 10 million. Number 5, Mamma Mia.
Word.
Yes.
Word.
I agree. I can't disagree with any of that.
Yeah, but I'm really excited about the Christopher Robin movie, and I've been seeing trailers for The Darkest Minds for the longest time. So it'll be another Mamma Mia trailer just to get it out of the way. Finally.
Yeah.
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 Oh goodness. But yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah. But I agree with you. Mamma Mia, Lily James
Stole the show.
just stole the show.
Yeah, it's
born
hers.
for that movie.
Yeah, she
That's
should
So
have
if
been.
I wanted to see where you guys talk about this and how much you love Lily James,
Where would we
could
do
I
that?
go?
Hey, where can you get spoilers about
It-
this?
yeah.
Yeah,
it
where can you
worth
get
it?
spoilers about
You
it?
can catch that on our episode of Is It Worth It?
That's
The
right.
mega
The
episode.
mega
Mega
episode, which will be out now because we're
Now.
gonna record it soon, and
That's
it'll be
right.
out now, so you can watch it now.
That's right.
On our
Because
website.
now they're in the 24 hours every day. They're
That's
in
right.
this office. They're
Exactly.
talking about Crazy Ant.
Exactly,
right.
nonstop, bro,
Non-stop.
But
Bigger
yeah,
than the moats.
yeah, you
right.
can see that on crazyantfilms.com or our YouTube channel, Crazy Ant Films. Great show today,
Yeah.
guys. It
Yeah.
feels good to be back.
It
Yeah.
feels good to be back.
It does.
It
in
was
this
just
new
a
studio.
really mellow conversation,
Yeah.
which we needed kind of like to get back into,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Exactly, and like I feel
yeah,
like
man.
I don't know,
yeah.
it was great.
So mellow.
I
So
really
let's
like it.
let's tease a
Yeah.
little bit, huh? Because
Let's do
okay,
it.
we're gonna be
Let's do
back
it.
for like a while now. You
Yeah.
know, no more
Yeah.
kind of like things to where we're gonna, you know.
Exactly.
So we're gonna have
Yeah, man.
guests again. We're gonna be, you know, we
Yeah.
got some serious guests coming up, which we're really excited about. So we got that.
We're looking into merchandising.
We're gonna be launching a
Merch.
store soon
Yeah.
for merchandising.
Merch.
We have an exciting new project
Yeah.
that we'll be talking about soon
Tease.
that we're really excited
Tease.
about. So
We
we're
haven't
super
told
stoked about-
Tavia about it yet.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
haven't told
no.
Tavia anything about
Tavia's
it.
like, huh? What? No.
They don't tell me nothing.
Yeah, so we're
Nobody
really
tells
excited
me
about
nothing.
that. Yeah, I mean we're super stoked, and
And
we're going to be doing this show,
this show.
this
Yeah,
show,
this show.
live from
Live.
New Orleans,
Live from New Orleans.
live from New Orleans with a studio audience and
Yeah.
guests.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be badass.
Hell yeah,
That's
man.
gonna be, I mean, like
Hell yeah.
epic. Us
Can't
in
wait.
New Orleans
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Can we get a
So-
second line to come follow us around?
Yeah, hell yeah, we can. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd
Actually,
be-
be
actually,
awesome.
that's not that much of a tall order.
Yeah, no, I mean
I
it'd
know.
be pretty
you,
awesome.
You can like order your own parade.
Hey,
Yeah.
there we
maybe
go.
maybe
J-Lo
yeah.
parade. Oh,
Oh, come on.
they're
now.
all in
Can't be
Hawaiian
crazy.
shirts, like they
Backwards hats.
and backwards hats,
backwards
glasses.
hats, yeah.
They
Oh,
have,
Lord,
they have
it's
to
the J-Lo
have.
army more than a
Yes,
parade.
they have to have like Adidas joggers. They have to have like cameras. Yeah.
That's right.
Somebody stop
so
this.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
God. It's
So
not
listen.
happening.
Okay, here's the deal. If you're listening to our podcast and you are in the Gulf Coast region, New Orleans, Biloxi, Gulfport,
Landmass between New Orleans and Mobile.
Destin,
Yeah.
anywhere in that region, and you can make it to New Orleans, we want you to be in our studio audience.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want you have questions for us.
Exactly.
You want to meet the stars that are going to be there, for our guests that are going to be there that week, which we'll be making announcements when we get all that squared away. You'll know who's going to be there.
Yes.
But yeah, if you want to be in the studio audience, let us know.
Let
right?
us know.
And you'll find out where soon, and we're excited about that.
Yes, I
think
can't
it's gonna
wait,
be-
man. It's gonna be real awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But anyway,
really
guys,
excited.
thank you for tuning in to Inside the Crazy Ant Farm tonight. It's been a really good, fun show. Make sure to go follow us at all of our social media handles: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Facebook, The Crazy Ant Film Company, and The Rain Gatherers on Twitter, Crazy Ant Films, and at Rain Gatherers, and on Instagram, Crazy_Ant_Films, and at The Rain Gatherers, and on YouTube, Crazy Ant Films, and we have a website, crazyantfilms.com. And you can catch Is It Worth It on crazyantfilms.com and our YouTube channel and on our Reddit page. We also have a Reddit page, but that's just
Yeah,
for-
we have a Reddit page.
Yeah.
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 What?
They didn't tell me nothing.
I have
Nothing.
no idea how
You're
to use
so
any of that.
out of the loop.
You
I
are
am.
so out
I'm
of the
sorry.
loop.
It's
Tavia.
just another thing I don't do.
Stop hurting my feelings.
I won't. I won't.
I'm
Okay.
gonna walk outside the door.
No. Okay, we're getting crazy. Okay.
right.
Thank you guys for
Getting crazy.
tuning in. Once again, stay crazy, my
We love
friends.
Oprah.
We love Oprah, Billy James, Gal Gadot. Like anyway.